I'm a grateful person on a lot of levels. I've been given so many great opportunities. But most of all, even as a little kid, I was taught a set of values. Like tools for life, hard work, responsibility, and the key to making it all work, commitment.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Hi, I'm Agent Simon Servpro with CRSF. What is CRSF? We're the Cleanup and Restoration Special Forces.
Hoorah!
We're Servpro's first responders to your property's disaster.
Admit it, you're no good at handling disaster alone.
Like when you got dumped in high school by Janet Fillmore. She married three-time world champion yodeler Jovan Bovic. With the Janet disaster, you didn't have a team. Now, you have a team. Elite Servpro operatives, highly trained in disaster cleanup and restoration. If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iyer. From burnt to unburnt, he does that. But oh wait, it's water. Boom, Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge. But Simon, what about mold? Agent Marlon Old. He holds the world record for fastest mold remediation. And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state. So if you sprung a leak, lit your curtains on fire, or your insulation looks like week old bagels, call Servpro.
In southwestern and south central North Dakota, on any given day at any given moment, a Dakota Community Bank and Trust customer is logging in or signing on to do their online or mobile banking. We believe that community banking can blend both the past with down-home customer service in-house and the future with modern banking conveniences and technology for our customers anywhere, like here or here, all while honoring our long-standing tradition of community-first oriented banking here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at AckermanSfold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esfold. Find them at AckermanSfold.com.
Hey fans, there's your first look inside of a nice and cozy St. Mary's Central High School Tony Wald court. It might be a little frightful outside, but we got a doubleheader of basketball for you tonight on the PSP Network as the Minot High Magicians in town to take on the homestanding St. Mary's Saints. Hi again, basketball fans, alongside, I've always wanted to say this, the Hall of Famer, Chuck Clairmont.
Hey.
Todd Domrey's welcoming you to our PSP Network broadcast booth as Minot High, number one Minot High. They are loaded for bear, folks. 3-0 in the season, and they will square off against the St. Mary's Saints. 2-1 are the Saints. And Chuck, let's jump right into the girls' standings as it's very early on. So the standings paint a picture where Bismarck, St. Mary's, Minot, and Legacy are all undefeated at the top of the pack. But it's so early on. But let's talk a little bit about Minot, because the consensus team to beat probably in Class 8 girls basketball is off to a fantastic start.
Yeah, Minot is a team right next to Century early on. I mean, state champion last year, TD, and a pretty amazing game that was that we got to call as they knocked off Century after a 50-game winning streak that the Patriots had. The young'uns stepped up, and they performed on the highest level when they needed to, led by their two young 8th grade stars. Maggie Fricky had 27 points, and it just led them into this year. The confidence, there is exuding confidence, scoring 100 points the first 2 games apiece, and this is a Minot team that was an underdog in only 1 game last year in that championship game. Well, no longer are they underdogs, TD. They are the big dogs, let's just say, right now in Minot, and people are coming after them after that state championship that they came up with last year.
Well, Charlie, you and I have been doing this a long time. Have you ever seen a team, I don't care how many games into the season, that's averaging 105 points a game? And that's what the Minot High girls are averaging.
It's ridiculous to think that, you know, traditionally the girls were slow down, and back in our day, they were lucky to get to 50 points, 60 points. And now for this Minot team to be a run and gun like they are, push the basketball, 5 girls in double figures both games, that's amazing. And it's just a testament to the program that Minot's turned into, led by head coach Jason Schwartz in his 3rd year. And, you know, I love the conversation he has with his team, saying, hey, we're building for the future, find ways to get better every game, individually and as a team. And man, how do you get better than 100 points a game your first 2 games? That's a long way to go up from there, but if they can keep that level, that'll be a pretty good season.
That is pretty good, as this is our Shields pregame, where they offer clothing, footwear, and gear for all your passions, from fishing to fashion. Shields dedicated to bringing you the best retail experience. And a little bit about the St. Mary's Saints, as obviously you've got a team that in the 2nd year now under Darryl Bearstail has let a little bit more familiarity as they had a year ago, and they return a good nucleus of kids, and I think things are on the uptrend now for St. Mary's.
Yeah, and you got 4 girls back, and Mikey Messer, Lydia Spies, Lexi Gerving and Gabby Mann. I mean, a great nucleus to build around, and they're showing it early on. 2-1 right now in the season. Didn't qualify for state last year. Lost in that play-in game by 1 point to Turtle Mountain to get in the West Region tournament. But I think this team has some different aspirations. It's a team that, like you said, has a couple seniors in Gabby Mann and Mikey Messer, but they've got some really good athletes down in behind them, and Lexi Gerving and in Lydia Spees and Gabby Mann, and they got some good people out there. And then, hey, Matea Messer, the little younger sister of Mikey Messer, she's coming on strong this year, almost averaging a double-double. So it's St. Mary's. They definitely have some smiles, and when they got a coach that's his second year, and they've gone through how many coaches and how many years and changes in program, so for them to have that consistency in Daryl Bearstail in his second year, and Daryl's history is 18 years as a coach. This guy doesn't get rattled. I mean, he's got a lot of great history behind him, including a state championship with Shiloh back in 2016. So they got a good guy at the leadership position to lead this team.
Daryl Bearstail is about as cool as a cucumber as you will find on the sidelines. He does not get rattled by absolutely anything, and his team's starting to play that way as well. Should be a good one, doubleheader tonight for you, as there's a couple other games we're tracking on the PSP network tonight. As of course you got Minot here in St. Mary's for a twin bill, and you've got Turtle Mountain at Century. Neither of those games were supposed to happen tonight. They both got moved up a night, obviously, with the pending weather that is approaching the northern plains. We'll keep you updated on that as we roll along, as our Shields pregame show continues on. When we come back, we'll take a look at that updated schedule, and we're closing in on the tip tonight. You've got two for you on the PSP network from St. Mary's Central High School tonight. Minot High in town, girls and boys doubleheader. More of our Shields pregame after this break on the PSP network.
Finding the right bank can be transformative for your small business. The best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
It's water. Boom. Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Todd Domrey's Chuck Clairmont back at Century, that was last week. We're at St. Mary's tonight for a doubleheader of high school girls and boys basketball. First up, the girls contest. Good to have Trevor Haas running the camera for us tonight. Nick Hulberg is our producer this evening, as we've got two for you. St. Mary's 2-1 on the season, Minot High 3-0 on the season. And Chuck, let's take a look at the most recent Class A girls basketball poll. Obviously, hey, it's Titletown in Minot. They won back-to-back titles last year, and they're both #1 in the polls. And so Minot Century, probably no surprise there. And a good start for Minot and Century, and I think Legacy as well as our team receiving votes.
Yeah, Legacy ranked 6th in the preseason poll, and they got some good girls. We're going to see them on Thursday, as a matter of fact. Minot, big week with both St. Mary's, and then they're going to run into Legacy, on Thursday, where two solid teams. So you take a look at that. As you said, TD, just like they were in preseason, Minot number 1, Century number 2, West Fargo was 4. Take a look at West Fargo, number 4. They're 1-1. Well, they got knocked off by Minot. What was it, 107 to 75. So you beat the number 3 ranked team at the time. Now they fall down to 4. That just shows how good this Minot High team is. And then Red River with Schiller, Jocelyn Schiller. We know how good she was. Second team All-Stater, just an absolute water bug and a spitfire at their point guard. So, girls basketball is here to stay. Good girls basketball is fun to watch. And, I love doing girls basketball, and so does PSP, loves covering it. And when you got teams like Minot tonight, being able to follow them and the quality of girls basketball, it's big time.
Here's a quick look at our updated schedule here on the PSP Network. Obviously, that weather coming in. We've already postponed one game. That's the game tomorrow we had scheduled, which was the Wilton Wing Miners at the New Salem Elmont Holsteins. That game has been moved all the way to February, and we'll just keep an eye on this for you. As on Thursday, we were scheduled to have hockey, Minot High and Legacy, and then Friday, Chuck mentioned the twin bill that we've got of basketball, Minot at Legacy and St. Mary's at Mandan on Friday nights, and then on Saturday, we've got boys hockey, Jamestown and Minot set to do battle there. So lots of things could change, obviously, with the impending storm that we've got headed our way. All right, Chuck, let's, we got a couple seconds here before we get to the anthem and the starting lineups. A couple keys to the game. For me, Minot's as good a shooting team as you will find any place. They shoot good from the land of 2. They shoot good from the free throw line. Obviously, Fricke was the state leader last year in that category. And they shoot good from beyond the arc. That's going to be a key for me, is can somehow St. Mary's, who's historically not been a great shooting team, can they keep pace with Minot in that regard? Yeah, Minot scoring 105 points a game, St. Mary's 63. So they got to meet somewhere in the middle. And to me, it's got to be under 70 points if St. Mary's is going to get a chance. My other key today, TD, in addition to that, when it's St. Mary's, the turnover bug, they have had a number of turnovers coming into this season, or in their first 3 games of the year, averaging 19 turnovers a game that they have. Minot High is taking care of the basketball. They're forcing 25, only giving up 11. They've got to take care of the ball. They cannot let Minot get out and press them and steal the basketball. They got to be able to take care of it and get it in the front court and maybe get some easy hoops off some of the pressing Minot's going to do. Yeah, if you're St. Mary's, you can't have those, I'll call them catastrophic turnovers that lead to wide open breakaway layups. If you turn it over and you still get back on defense and make Minot earn the basket, that's one thing. But if you have turnovers, it's going to be a long night playing against the Minot High Majets. As we're just about set for basketball, we'll take a timeout. We'll come back with the lineups and we'll get this one going from St. Mary's tonight. St. Mary's hosting Minot. You've got it next here on the PSP Network.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Here we go, where they get it into Doppler up the near side. 3, 2 seconds, 1 second. Doppler rises, right wing, 3, bingo! Oh! Anthony Doppler wins it at the buzzer! Oh! Are you kidding me? He turns, he fires, and he buries it!
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
But Simon, what about mold? Agent Marlon Old. He holds the world record for fastest mold remediation.
Now there we are. A live broadcast tonight for you on the PSP Network. Good to have you tuned in. Todd Darmany's Chuck Clairmont back at St. Mary's High School tonight. Yeah, it's time now for your starting lineups. First off, for the Minot High Majettes, we'll start Maggie Fricke, Maya Aguilar, Avery Lundy, Tori Height, and Lily Bell. So you look at that starting lineup and you say, well, it's still a youth movement. You got a couple freshmen in that starting five. You got a couple seniors and then a junior in Avery Lundy. So still a very, very young nucleus for Minot High. It's almost unfair in some respects.
It's hard to believe the way they played last year that they were 8th graders.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really hard to fathom that North Dakota has not seen girls like that come up at that level. And surely 2 on the same team.
And now Minot High's got a 7th grader on the roster, for crying out loud. I mean, it's a youth movement for the Majettes. There's a starting lineup for St. Mary's Saints. He's got Lydia Spies, Gabby Mann, Lexi Gerving, Natalie Benning, and Mikey Messer is a senior, along with Lydia Spies and Gabby Mann. Lexi Gerving, the junior, and Natalie Benning, the sophomore, in that starting five. Our thanks to Prestwich Orthodontics and Planet Pizza for bringing you those starting lineups tonight. All right, we're just about set for basketball. 2 teams getting their final instructions. Minot High's made their way out on the court in their road maroons, outlined in gold. And St. Mary's in their home whites. Bismarck officiating crew is set. And Gerving and Bell will tip it up, controlled by Minot High. Tori Height on the bounce, and a quick turnover as Fricke zagged, and Minot High went with the zig, and it's a turnover.
We just talked about Minot only averaging 11 turnovers a game, and that was Maggie Fricke just putting her head down like, okay, that didn't work out so well.
Minot High will come out man-to-man. Lexi Gerving on the handoff, gives it to Spies right down Broadway, got touched, count it, and a foul.
Speed turning that corner, TD, from way outside the 3-point line, turned and just 3-4 dribbles, got by the Minot defenders, a little reach in, and nice finish by Spies.
Maya Aguilar picks up that personal foul, and Lydia Spies, averaging almost a double figures, has a quick 3. St. Mary's on top, 3-zip. Minot High against some token pressure. Better get on Lily Bell. Height whips it to Fricke. Not Aguilar. Back to Maggie Fricke. Handoff to Lily Bell. St. Mary's playing man, but now they're really sagging into the lane. Shot put up by Bell. Might have been partially blocked. Saved by Gerving.
It's double teaming her down and low in the post. I like it.
Deep 3. Benning. Oh, in and out. Heartbreak Hotel. Flat-footed rebound to Avery Lundy, and here comes Minot High. Lily Bell kicks it corner. Aguilar high-arcing 3-ball, rattles off. Rebound, Benning fighting for it. Cleared by Gabby Mann. Gets it out to Lexi Gerving, and here comes St. Mary's into the front court, moving left to right. Their white uniforms, the blue trim, their home unis. St. Mary's, Messer, handoff. Oh, there's a kamikaze steal. And a drive and a glide and a layup for Tori Height.
Tori Height read that all the way as kind of telegraphed pass, just crossing half from one side of the lane to the other.
Gerving is going to be a lot of ball handling tonight for her. She's going to attack, bounces at Messer. Oh, fly swatted. Lily Bell said, not in my house. And here comes Aguilar, back for Minot High. Leaves it in the corner to Fricke. Thinks about a 3, cranks a 3, too strong. Kept alive by Lundy. Cleared by Gerving. Now she rips it out of there. St. Mary's got a 5-on-3 if they hurry. Messer for 3. No, back iron. Long rebound. Messer gets it. Spies for 3. No, short. Another rebound. Third chance here for St. Mary's. Gerving has it on the left wing. She thinks about a 3. And passing lane defense, and is tipped out of bounds by Maggie Fricky.
Got themselves a little bit sped up there, TD, and they still had 20 seconds on the shot clock. Coach Darryl, they got to channel some of Coach Darryl Barrowtail's calmness.
Gerving, nowhere to throw it in, and we're going to get a 5 count. Nobody really coming to the basketball or having much sense of urgency on the inbounds there for St. Mary's.
Second turnover in just 4 possessions for the Saints.
Hey fans, our thanks to Shields once again for bringing our pregame today. You can shop sporting goods, hunting and fishing gear, clothing, and more at Shields of Minot and Bismarck. St. Mary's fighting on the defensive end. 2 shots put up by Lily Bell. She missed them both. Gerving rebounds, and Bell picks up a little nickel and dimer.
Well, one thing they're doing with Lily Bell is Lily Bell likes getting into the lane and spinning, and St. Mary's is converging on that and then doing a great job boxing out. One thing that Saints so far, 3 games into it, they're a good rebounding team, and they're showing it tonight.
Benning, 3-pointer, blocked by Bell. Cleared out of there by Fricky. 2 blocks already for Lily Bell. Height over the timeline. Crosses over, attacks the 10, shot up, good.
Well, Height's shown her speed early on, Todd. That is just a rocket crossover getting right to the lane.
Mann bounces it straight on 3 ball, in and out for Messer. Mickey Messer misses that, and here comes Minot High. The Magicians, check that, that's the Magicians. It says Magicians on the scoreboard, but we have no control over that. Aguilar, nice little hesitation, dribble drive, the hoop and the arm.
I can see early on, TD, Aguilar's added a little bit of dribbling to her repertoire. Last year, she was more of a catch and shoot, didn't have that confidence dribbling. Man, she's been working on it as she turned the corner there, went hard at the Saint defender, leaned that right shoulder into her, drew the foul, and got the N1.
Natalie Benning picks up the personal foul for St. Mary's, and Aguilar converts the old-fashioned 3-point play. Little give and go off the hands of Messer. Turnover, here comes Lundy. 2-on-3, slows it up. The all WDA performer from a couple years ago gives it off for a 3-ball for Aguilar. Oh, now you got a high school. It wasn't a high school hideout. No. It's Lydia Spees with the easy layup.
Minot had 5 girls kind of crash in the glass, and that long rebound went right out to Benning, who found Spees wide open.
Now here comes Benning on the steal, 3-on-2. Mann wants to get in the paint, and there'll be a reach-in foul on Minot High. I think that's going to be 2 on, nope. And it's going to be 2 on Aguilar. It could have been 2 on Lily Bell as well. Well, Lydia Spees has 5, and as you mentioned, Chuck, Minot just had bad court balance there. You can't have 5 people on the offensive glass.
Impressed with Century or St. Mary's early on.
Gabby Mann thinks about a 3. Now she takes a 3 over Lily Bell, too strong. Rebound to Presley Bennett, who just checked on. Check that Carew Lamore. And good passing lane defense by Lydia Spees on the other end.
Yeah, they had Avery Lundy crash into the glass, or right down the lane, wide open, but good hands up by Spees, knocking that away.
Carew Lamore, the 5'7" sophomore, if you remember that name.
I remember it well. His father graduated, one of the first co-Mr. Basketballs in 1985, Chris, along with Juno Pintar.
Got a chance to say hi to Chris tonight and said, how's the roads? Well, good so far, he said. Lily Bell goes to the left hand, misses it. Good defense there by Messer.
Yeah, just stayed right with her, and Bell's a little bit, I don't know if it's her pride's hurt or but she's slow coming back.
Oh, and you get a 4-on-5, and somehow Freaky comes out of there with a steal, and she's going to go in and draw contact.
Yeah, just St. Mary's feels like they're a little bit up on that 78 RPMs, TD.
Yep.
They're going to take a breath. They've had some wide open threes, and I felt like they've rushed them, shot a little flat, and they just got to take a deep breath because they're moving the ball on offense. They're getting the shots they needed to. It's those turnovers that we talked about in the pregame that they've got to cut back.
Maggie Fricky averaging just about 20 points a game this year.
And you won't shot like 88% last year, something like that from the 3, and shot a lot of them, like from the free throw line, like 120 free throws plus.
Yeah, you read my mind. You and I are thinking the same thing. This is not the place you want to have Maggie Fricky get going, because she'll bury you from the free throw line. And St. Mary's, Lexi Gerving threw it right between Benning and Messer, and that's a turnover on the Saints. 9-5.
Fricky looks stronger than last year, too. Looks like she's been in the weight room a little bit with the shoulders. And
give and go. Fricky gets deep, way up top to Lundy. She sets, She fires. She gets from downtown.
Benning was in her face, but did not have a hand up. And Avery Lundy, you know, not a big score, but she surely can score if you leave her open.
There's the answer. Natalie Benning connects from downtown.
And didn't look like that was a little more patience, like she really got herself squared up.
Lundy cranks up a shot off the pass from Lady Bell. Now a kick out, open three. Maggie Fricky in and out. Messer rebounds, gets it off to Gerving. Quickly ahead, Benning. Leaves it for Spies. Sets her feet. Oh, way short on the three. And it's ricocheted out of bounds. Last touch by Lexi Gerving of St. Mary's.
Well, St. Mary's, at this point, Todd, they're not afraid to run with Minot.
Nope.
I thought they might slow things down a little bit, but they're saying, hey, we got athletes too, and they're kind of attacking it with speed as well.
12-8. Minot High has the lead, and you get a Hub International Insurance timeout on the court. You can call Hub today for all your personal and business insurance needs. Minot by 4, and we're back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here.
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Good start here for number 1 Minot. They lead 12-8. Pressure by the Saints. Gerving has a steal, and she completes it. Matea Messer clears. The freshman is on for St. Mary's, along with the sophomore, Eva Selinsky. In transition, Mickey Messer misses the shot. Rebound pulled out of there by Presley Bennett, who's on for Minot High, and you get an early shuffle the puppies.
Minot, uncharacteristic, 3 turnovers in these first 6 minutes.
Minot High is going to extend some defense. Spies, Selinsky, now to Gerving. Handoff Spies, Fricky jumping that. Now Minot's in a little zone. And they force a turnover. Boy, Minot gets out in those passing lanes, and if you're not careful with the basketball, they will make you pay. Bennett, Lundy, extra pass, 3-ball, put up, knocking it down is Presley Bennett.
Averaging 12.5 a game, 6 threes, and just a good job of that extra pass. Lundy just hot potato. She caught it and moved it immediately.
And now St. Mary's turns it over almost again. Yes, they do turn it over again as it's off the foot of Eva Selinsky, and it'll be Minot High basketball.
And that's 5 turnovers for the Saints.
St. Mary's going to extend some pressure defense. Lundy gets it in the middle to Lamore. Right down the middle of the lane. Ooh, left-handed scoop is true.
Yeah, that was a difficult shot as going down the lane. Thought she was going to use the backboard, but instead just kind of threw up a hook shot. No net.
Selinsky leaves it baseline. Shot put up there by Matea Messer. And you're going to get a bump foul there on Ava Selinsky. Aguilar back on for Minot High. Lamore is off. As Minot leads 17-8, I beg your pardon, on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Height leaves it for Fricky. Drives baseline, scoops a pass, tipped, almost taken away. Lundy collects. She gets in the lane. Kick out Fricky. Deep left corner 3 off the iron, no good. Selinsky rebounds. St. Mary's, they don't want to walk it up. They want to run it up. And now getting a reach in on Aguilar. That's going to be 3. Yep.
It's too aggressive from behind. And you got to have the understanding when you got 2 personal fouls, you cannot be that aggressive defensively when you're at the 28-foot line.
Lamore gets about 30 seconds of rest, and she's right back in with those 3 fouls on Aguilar. St. Mary's gets it in the right corner to Messer. Spins her way in, tries to step through, can't do it. Leaves it to Selinsky. She's double teamed. Now Spies floating teardrop shot into the lane short.
Ooh.
Rebound Lundy.
3-foot shot, she shot at 2 feet.
Freaky, ooh, there's a crossover. Extra pass, 3-ball Lamore. Yes!
Just great job getting in the lane by Maggie Fricke. She got herself under control, and then a right-handed snap pass in the corner to Lundy, or was it Bennett, TD?
Lamore.
Oh, Lamore, yes, thank you.
I get a little shove off with the offhand for Lexi Gerving. And you're going to get another Hub International Insurance timeout on the court. Contact your local Hub agents, Josh Cattell or Michael Borman at 355-3100 for your personal and business insurance needs. Timeout on the court. St. Mary's down by a dozen. Minot leads 20-8 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. And we're back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Or your home, across the town or across the country. We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and
Minot leads by a dozen here on the Saints home floor, and out of the timeout, get a little rub screen, now a pop out for Fricke. A post up Bell, little two-person game, nice play.
That just flashed her from down low on that block as soon as Fricke got it. Good call by Coach Jason Schwartz on that out of bounds play to kind of get Bell going. Wasn't in the scoring column, and sometimes when you're a all-stater, you need to see something going through the hoop.
And another passing lane defended there nicely by Presley Bennett, goes off of Gerving. And right now, St. Mary's be well advised to have a jump stop, pass fake, and a little back door, because you can defeat this defense. But right now, St. Mary's a little too impatient. What'd you say about the RPMs earlier?
Yeah, just got to slow things down.
Fricke off of a set, deep three, left side, no good. Long rebound, Height collects. She drives baseline. Oh, the lane open. She puts it up and in.
They just completely let her go to the baseline. They had two St. Mary's defending her. And no head fake, no ball fakes, no nothing. She just dribbled to the baseline and scored.
She's been hot, too. Tori Height with 11 made threes already this season in 2 games. I mean,
that's a lot.
Here's Gerving from the volleyball line.
What in the heck?
I think you're going to get a hold there on Tori Height.
I mean, that's 28 feet, TD, isn't it?
Yeah, that was deep. That was from the volleyball line.
She scored up earlier from that walled court, sign, and I was thinking, okay, nobody's going for that ball fake, but maybe she's got that range.
I think it was the same thing as you said about Lily Bell a moment ago. Gerving's the leading scorer for St. Mary's at 13 a game and hadn't really gotten a good look, and so she just said, all right, I'm just going to crank one up from 28. Lily Bell trailing, missing. Extra chance. Rebound yanked out of there by Lundy on the offensive glass. Lamore, post up Bell. Had her pass tipped. Good hands digging in by St. Mary's. Gerving thinks about a three. Running shot put up in the paint off the iron, no good. And Matea Messer had a hand on it, but I think she's going to get called for hitting the arm of a Minot Majet.
You called that one right, TD? Freshman Matea Messer, big sister Mikey, the senior.
What's this run, Ben? I didn't have the running score going, but this is
it was 12-8 TD, so it's 12-0.
12-0 run, yep. Bell inside out Fricke, back to Bell. These two run this two-man game. Yeah. The two freshmen. Yeah, this time they turned it over.
I think she was expecting Lily Bell to go to cut to the basket, and it didn't happen. Coach Schwartz not happy.
No, and he wants a Hub International Insurance timeout. They're located at 4204 Boulder Ridge Road in Northwest Bismarck. We break. Short timeout, 24-8. Minot on top, and we're back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Finding the right bank can be transformative for your small business. The best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today.
We talked about the rare air of Minot High as they average 105 points a game. They're just slightly off that pace right now as they'd put up 92 if they kept this pace up. No, 96.
And they're not shooting very well at all. Fricky hasn't hit a shot from the outside yet.
Messer, Spies back to Messer. Minot High extending the defense. There's a crossover by Mikey Messer, I beg your pardon, and another block for Lily Bell.
You know, you can play that aggressive defense like Minot's playing out in the boundary because you've got that shot blocker in Bell inside. She's got 3 shot blocks already, and she's so smart with that too. Just kind of waits for you to shoot the basketball, keeps a distance.
Pull-up jump shot off the iron once, twice for Matea Messer, no good. Rebound Lily Bell. She's 6'2". She can shoot the 3, and she'll bring it up like the point forward. Bell right down Broadway, right on cue, coast to coast for 2.
Nice little hesitation dribble at the free throw line and blew right by Messer.
Minot High still on that run. 14-0 run here for the Majettes. Benning from the left corner, 3 ball, no good. Bell rebounds, and she's banged into from behind for Jersey Okrup, who just checked in, the 5'8" freshman.
Got to stop the bleeding, got to do something here, get a turnover, get something positive happening. And they were battling them at 12-8. They just lost their offense.
Lily Bell feeling it, right corner 3 ball, no good. And Nevaeh Perez-Coleman went over the back, and that's 16 fouls on Minot High. Coleman. 6 on St. Mary's as well, so both teams will be in the bonus in the next whistle.
Perez-Coleman, the 5'11" senior, didn't play a lot last year. I don't even remember her name, as a matter of fact, playing last year, but as a senior, getting some minutes. This might be the first game she was in. It doesn't look like she had any activity in the first 3 games of the year.
Spies from the top. Nice pirouette dribble drive. Nice left-handed scoop to the hoop.
I like what they did. They pulled Messer out to the free throw line to get Bell out of the way and open up the lane for Spies.
Perez-Coleman, extra pass Bell. Straight away Lundy. Jabs right, goes left, gets to the left elbow. Kick out height for 3. Boy, she has got it stuck on automatic.
Not even somebody they talked about a ton in the preseason, but 17 points in the opener and followed up with 24, and she leads them with 9 now.
Gabby Mann on the other end for 3. Nope. Off the iron. Fricky pinballs off of Gabby Mann. Here comes Maggie Fricky. Strong move to the rim. Might have got tipped. Perez-Coleman battling, but she couldn't save it on the end line, and it'll belong to St. Mary's.
You know, one thing, too, with Fricky, it looks like she's got more speed than she did last year, too, Todd. Worked on some of that speed drill so many times, you know, with the workouts and the weightlifting and everything else. You just see the speed that you can go through in those speed drills, and her feet look quicker to me.
Mikey Messer sets the offense for the Saints. They force her to her left. She goes there, shoots it, no good. 1 and done for the Saints. Minot High back with Lily Bell. Crosses over. Avery Lundy for 3. That's off wide right. Spies has a run out but can't track it down. Instead, Tori Height collects. Fricky, Lundy, one more time. Nope, that one's too strong. Another chance. Lily Bell backs in. She's double teamed. Kick out Height. Straight away Fricky. She attacks. Might have got hit. Missed shot, no good, but a rebound put in for Perez-Coleman.
Yeah, Mikey Messer got a little bit of block on that one, but Perez-Coleman, right spot, right time on the weak side rebound.
Minot High has really tightened the screws on this defense. Lydia Spies, another scoop to the hoop with the left.
Well, Spies just keeps going at him. She's the only one scoring. 9 points of the 12 right now. She is not afraid to go inside, outside. They need some more St. Mary's Saints to step up.
Oh, a little pick and pop. Lily Bell open, swish.
Like a college team, the way the basketball moves, Todd, the way everybody can shoot outside.
Oh, and they share the ball. How many assists on made baskets have they had tonight? There's been
crazy.
Been a ton. Jets on top 34-12. St. Mary's goes to Spies. Kick out, 3 ball put up there for Matea Messer, and it hits the standard. High rebound. Ricochets off. We'll get a chance to tell you that tonight's game brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air. 25 years experience as your heating and air experts. You can find them online at northern-plains.com. Tonight's game also brought to you in part by the UPS store. They're located on the South Broadway in Minot. Oh, there's how you break pressure. Bell, no dribble. Coleman, 2 more.
Tick attack as a cross-court pass to Bell, and then another quick dump underneath for the layup.
Spies tries a baseline drive, cut off there. Still has the bounce. Comes to Messer. Messer slams her way into the defense, and Matea Messer is going to shoot a free throw, a couple of them for St. Mary's. I mentioned the UPS store. They're located on South Broadway in Minot in the Marketplace Foods Plaza, and they're there for all your packing and shipping needs. You mentioned Matea Messer. How about the start for the season for her? I mean, 16 points, 11 rebounds in their game at Jamestown. I mean, that is getting it done for a freshman really getting her first varsity playing time.
Yeah, and I think I talked to some people from St. Mary's, and they were really looking forward to her coming up. They said had been playing in the program early on at 8th grade, and you're just, I mean, freshmen before used to be like unheard of. Now it's the standard.
Shoot, they got 3 years experience from Minot High by the time they're freshmen. Bell misfires on a deep 3. Spies, sets, cranks, off the iron. Rebound Messer, she's hit. St. Mary's banging the offensive glass.
That was a nice kick out to Spies, and then Messer dove right down to the block. Was right where she should be with that short 3-point attempt. Did not hesitate, caught it, went right up with the left hand.
Mikey Messer has her first points of the night, the all WDA performer from a season ago. Second one, swish. St. Mary's digs into that Minot lead, and they get a turnover. And a reach-in foul as Lundy turned it over, and she was frustrated and hits Natalie Benning, and that'll be free throws for the Saints.
That's not like Avery Lundy either. I mean, she is definitely one of the leaders on this team. As a sophomore, she was one of the leading scorers, and then she, we talked about enough last year how unselfish for her to come back as a junior, or excuse me, as a sophomore when she was at such a great freshman season, scoring to kind of take a back seat, and it just talks about the team player she is. And I tell you what, if I'm picking the team, she's definitely somebody I want on my team.
Yeah, indeed. She's tough as nails, too.
Yeah, she is.
Lundy with a post-up. They get it into her. She was banging, she was battling, and it went off of her hands.
Yeah, you got to get that in right away. As soon as she flashed, she was wide open, and Maggie Fricky knows it. Coach Schwartz looked at her and said, like, you got to get it in there. She was in the lane. She had that girl totally stuck down below. It's a nice little bounce pass and a layup.
She had the eyeballs. She had the eyebrows. She was like, I got her. I got, like, throw it. Let's go.
Exactly.
Spies tries to go backdoor to Messer, taken away. Here comes Lundy. Avery Lundy, right to the rim again she goes, and this time she'll be rewarded with a couple free throws.
That was one of those, TD, on that turnover is Lundy. I don't think she felt internally she had a prayer to make that one, but she knew that she could attack the 2 St. Mary's Saints because they were looking the other way, went right at them, drew the foul, and said, I'm going to get myself to the free throw line.
Hey, fans, tonight's game brought to you by Roger Ward Moving and Storage. Proudly helping the region with their moving and storage needs since 1942. You can find them online at Roger Ward Moving and Storage. And tonight's game brought to you in part by Planet Pizza. Get the 30-inch Galactic Pizza and call and order now at 852-1700. Planet Pizza is out of this world. Avery Lundy gets them both.
Well, I love this scoreboard, but, man, if you blink, you do not get a chance to see who had the foul. They flash it up there briefly.
Yeah, that one is on Matea Messer.
And then they let it go.
I got it before I was reading an ad, but I made a point to look at it before we started going into something else. So.
I need to train myself to do that.
Messer around the defense, nice play.
Yeah, nice burst by the freshman. Her first bucket of the game.
Freshman against freshman. Lamore, Fricky, You know, one thing about Freaky, I just love the way she pass fakes. It's like it's habit for her. Lily Bell missed the first one, got tangled up in the second one, got her own rebound. She'll be fouled.
That double teamed as soon as she got the basketball. Missed that first one, but she stuck right with it.
You know what I mean? About you don't see Freaky. Her feet are set, and there's a pass fake every time.
Right.
Like almost instantaneously, it's a pass fake. Gets the defense on its heels immediately. Okay, I didn't write down who that foul was on.
It was on, I thought it was on Messer. 22, do you have her with any?
Nope.
Nope, then it's on her.
Lily Bell buries both free throws.
So she finally, you know, at the end of the 9-minute mark, they set up a play for her, and since then she's had 7 points.
Yeah, she was stuck on 0 for a while. Now she's got a quick 9. Benning has it in the left corner. Cut off there, spins back, pops it in the paint, stop and pop. Messer, swish.
Yeah, nice recognition. Messer got it inside on a good dish and scored up and did not see a maroon jersey. Shocked.
A little more flow here for St. Mary's offensively, but now they foul an 88% free throw shooter. They had her double teamed in no man's land.
Yeah, and Messer just got too aggressive, so Matea Messer gets her third. Trying to get some scores across town, TD, with Turtle Mountain playing Century.
Maggie Fricky, 3 points on the night. That doesn't really tell the story for her, though. She's got steals, a number of assists to lead Minot High here to 42 points in the first half. Hey fans, BNC Bank's got locations in North Dakota, Minnesota, Arizona. They provide you the banking and wealth management services for your business and family. Visit online at bnc.bank today. Nice little give and go from the left wing, and there's Mikey Messer.
Yeah, assist in the corner by sister Matea Messer.
Fricky got deep, tipped by Gerving. It can't be saved, though, by Matea Messer. How about Daryl Barstow? He's like, all right, Matea, you're going to learn to play with 3 fouls here in the first half for the final 156.
Yeah, the olden days.
That was the golden collar?
Yeah, sometimes you get 2 and you're sitting down.
Fricky wants to hesitate, goes to the step back. Left side, no good. Gerving.
She's got a little bit of side spin on that one, TD, doesn't she? I've been watching her. Hey, I'm not a guy to tell her what to shoot as she knocked down 49 threes. But I've watched 4 3-pointers now, and the ball is rotated a little bit, kind of like a curveball.
Minot High has doubled up St. Mary's, 42-21. 140 to play here in the first half. Spees, Benning in the corner. Cut off, drives in, puts it up, no good. Messer almost got her 4th. Gerving for 3, no.
Almost got an over the back, exactly.
Avery Lundy gets it off to Torrey Height. Bennett for 3, no. Long rebound, Lamore. Fricky head and shoulder fake. Battling her way in and weaved her way through the defense, and a reach-in foul is going to send Maggie Fricky right back to the free throw line.
Mikey Messer in the foul, her second, and Fricky can dribble equally as good with both hands. I think she'd actually prefer going to her left, as I've watched her tonight time and time again, that just puts her head down and goes hard at the basket.
And she's on a little KC free throw hoop shoot here. She's made 5 in a row.
The lime green shoes. Now, those are more UND-ish than they are NDSU. She has an offer from both schools.
How do you really feel about that one?
Well, I'm just throwing it out there. I was just making a reference, TD, to the color of the shoes.
Maggie Fricky buries both free throws. Benning open, short corner, 15-footer. Matea Messer shot at 16 feet.
Yeah, yikes. She was wide open, too.
Fricky to Height. She'll fire for 3. Oh, went off the side of the backboard. I think I jinxed her by saying she's been so hot.
I'm not so sure that didn't hit the score clock.
And you're going to get a foul on Minot High. That's going to go on Maggie Fricky. I didn't see the foul.
I didn't either. She said it was a push. So must have been frustrated, and Coach Schwartz is kind of talking to the officials saying, really? He's kind of there smiling. He's walking away.
Well, and Lexi Gerving needs to see one go in. She's been quiet tonight.
Averaging 13 in the year.
Shooting the double bonus.
Short arm that one. This one's going to go in.
Second one for the junior. Swish. Good call, partner. Hey fans, tonight's game is brought to you by Jersey Mike's. Be sure to vote for this week's Jersey Mike's Player of the Week on the PSP Network Facebook page. Jersey Mike's is a sub above. Freaky on the bounce. St. Mary's little zone defense. Nope, they're man. Down low, Lamore fighting her way into a shot. Good straight up defense by the Saints. Spees in transition. Now to Gerving. And you're going to get a foul on Torrey Height.
Height playing super tight defense, trailing the play on that one. Ran right into the back of Gerving. Gerving's going to go back to the line.
And Gerving missed the first one, has now made 2 straight. Fans, tonight's game also brought to you in part by Prestwich Orthodontics. You can visit them today at minotbraces.com to get started with your free virtual consultation at Prestwich Orthodontics. Gerving gets them both. 44-24. Minot high by 20. Oh, there's a nice little pocket pass. Height to Lamore, missed the shot. Selensky rebounds. Saints back 2-on-2. Speeds crosses over. Ooh, good trailing hustle defense there by Torrey Height.
The crossover did not get the defensive wizard in Avery Lundy. She was right there. He stayed right with her, shuffling her feet, forced the pass out.
Almost Lundy was like, I've seen this one on the scouting report.
Yep.
St. Mary's side inbounds. Gerving, 7 seconds left in the half, down to 4, down to 3. Gerving misses. Selensky rebounds, gets it off to Matea Messer, and she's double teamed, can't get a shot off. And that's the way the first 18 will go into the books. Halftime score from St. Mary's tonight, as we'll come back with our halftime show brought to you by Premier Chiropractic on your BNC Bank scoreboard at the break. Number 1 Minot by 20 over St. Mary's. It's Minot 44, Saints 20. We're back with our halftime after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Smiles come from Vibeto Orthodontics. Vibeto Orthodontics is a certified Invisalign provider. Invisalign fits your budget and your lifestyle. Braces for children, teens, and adults with affordable monthly payments. Schedule your complimentary consultation and exam by logging on to VibetoOrthodontics.com or by calling 701-839-6010.
Great smiles come from Vibeto Orthodontics.
In southwestern and south central North Dakota, on any given day at any given moment, a Dakota Community Bank and Trust customer is logging in or signing on to do their online or mobile banking. We believe that community banking can blend both the past with down-home customer service in-house and the future with modern banking conveniences and technology for our customers anywhere, like here or here, all while honoring our long-standing tradition of community-first oriented banking here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
Back in our Premier Chiropractic intermission report. 44-24. Minot High on top of the Saints. Premier Chiropractics, Drs. Kirk Mason, Dr. Cody Haugen, Dr. Becky Perry-Domries can be found at premierchiropracticnd.com. They bring you our halftime and intermissions on all of our PSP network broadcast. Our thanks to them as Minot High. We look at that scoring and the way they shot the three, the way they shared the basketball, and just there was a stretch there for about 7-8 minutes where they went on a big 14-16-0 run, but they just turned St. Mary's over and converted that into points, and that spelled doom for the homestanding St. Mary's Saints.
Yeah, I mean, St. Mary's has 7 turnovers, at most of those in the first 10 minutes, and they went on that little run, as you talked about that, Todd, where it was 12-8. They went on a run, it was 20-4, basically, that run. And since then, they played them even. And so it was that 5-minute spot there where they turned the ball over 5-6 times, and Minot took those turnovers and turned them into points, which you mentioned in the pregame, saying it's one thing to turn the ball over. It's another thing to turn the ball over and having those turn into points, and Minot is so good at that. Matter of fact, I was looking at one of the games earlier this season, and I'm pretty sure they had like 40 points off of turnovers, which is absolutely crazy. And so tonight, that's the difference of the first half. Minot getting those turnovers and turning them into points and going on that little run that St. Mary's has not been able to recover from.
Here's a quick look at our upcoming PSP network schedule. We had basketball scheduled for tomorrow night. Mother Nature has disagreed, and so Wilton Wing and New Salem Elmont will be postponed until February. Wednesday nights, you got the Scotty K Show and a new episode of the Jordan Wilhelm podcast, and also PSP Network Ice Time. Those are all tentative, and same thing for Thursday, I would say, is you have to just keep tuned to our social media channels at the PSP Network on Twitter and Facebook and find out what's going to happen with our upcoming schedule here. Of course, you got Friday night doubleheader in basketball. Minot and Legacy will do battle from Hauser Gymnasium, and St. Mary's will travel across the Big Muddy to take on the Mandan Braves. And then you got hockey on Saturday, the Jamestown Blue Jays and the Minot High Magicians. As all that is kind of tentative until we see how this big storm coming through the Northern Plains shakes out. As already one casualty on the PSP Network schedule, we'll kind of keep an eye on the rest of it.
Yeah, and one thing we do have a score in, TD, from over in Century as the Patriots are playing Turtle Mountain came down, which I was surprised. Century leads 96-43. This is the girls' side with 2:40 left in that basketball game.
96-43, number 2 Century looking awful impressive, as are the number 1 Minot Majets here at St. Mary's tonight. We'll take a timeout and we'll dig into the numbers when we come back. Minot High on top of St. Mary's here at the break, 44-24 in your BNC Bank scoreboard, and our Premier Chiropractic halftime report rolls on after this break on the PSP Network.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
We look forward to serving you here at your local community bank.
Todd Darmy's Chuck Clairmont back at St. Mary's Central High School as 2 teams about ready to make their way out onto the court in the second half. And Chuck, hey, new feature. We get to bring ourselves into the broadcast booth, bring all of you look at us as we're now bespectacled. I guess bespectacled. That means we're getting old. We can't see. We got to have our glasses on.
Well, we have faces for radio, so I'm not sure this is a good thing, TD, for us. But we sure have some nice PSP wear that thanks to Scott Woodmansey taking care of us as he always does.
We didn't even organize it tonight. We got the same shirts on. I mean, how cool is that? Team dressing tonight for you. Minot High leads 44-24, and Chuck, let's run through those halftime numbers here, individual and team stats for the Saints and the Majets.
All right, for the Saints, they were led by the 9 points of Lydia Spies, 5 points for Matea Messer, 4 for, it's Mickey Messer, by the way. I checked with it. It's McKendra Messer, and so it's Mickey. So whoever told me Mikey, I'm going to talk to him later. Natalie Benning had 3 and Lexi Gerbing had 3 for the total of 24 points for the Saints in the first half. For the Majettes, they had 8 girls in the scoring column, led by the 9 of Lily Bell. A 3, a 2, and 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Tori Height also had 9 points, 3 field goals, along with a 3-pointer for her 9. Maggie Fricky perfect from her 6 free throw attempts for 6 points in the first half. 5 for Avery Lundy, as well as Carew Lamore off the bench. 4 for Nevaeh Perez Coleman, 3 for Maya Aguilar before she sat down with 3 personal fouls. And then Presley Bennett also with 3 points in that first half for their total of 44 points. It was 12-8, and then Minot went on that big run as they bumped that lead up at one point to 36-12. That was the high water mark at 24 points in the first half. And then the rest of the way, it was basically 12-8 for the Saints. And that was probably somewhere with the last maybe 6 minutes. So we'll see if the Saints can continue what they came up with those last 6 minutes to keep it somewhat close. I guess, I don't know, 44-24 isn't close, but it could be a lot further than that. And ultimately, this Minot team is just showing why they're #1 in the state of North Dakota.
Yeah, thanks to Premier Chiropractic for bringing those halftime numbers and our halftime report today. They're focused on improving the health of Minot and the surrounding areas through the most cutting-edge advances in natural health care today. Second half is next. Minot High 44, St. Mary's 24. We'll kick off the final 18 minutes after this break on the PSP Network.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Todd Army's Chuck Clairmont back at St. Mary's. Trevor Haas running the camera for us tonight on the PSP Network. Minot High leads by 20. Majettes will break their huddle with their original starting 5. Tori Height, Avery Lundy, Maggie Fricky, Maya Aguilar, who was hamstrung with 3 fouls in that first half, and Lily Bell. St. Mary's will counter with Lexi Gerbing, Lydia Spies, Gabby Mann, Natalie Benning, and Mickey Messer. Give and go, looking for Mickey Messer, too tall. Steal for the Majettes. Lily Bell back. Kicks it in the corner. Aguilar, high arcing 3-ball, ring it up.
She was sitting cold on the bench for about 10 minutes, so nice dish for Bell, and the high raining 3 for Aguilar.
Messer, extra pass, Gabby Mann, her shot fly swatted. Then she lost the handle, and it's going to pinball off of her, and a turnover on the Saints.
Yeah, Mann's been really quiet so far in this basketball game, as Gabby scored 12 points last game, so kind of thought things were going on the up and up for her, but I don't think she's got a shot off yet.
Aguilar looking for, oh no, check that, Lily Bell looking for another 3 for Minot High, and she's got it.
And how smooth is that, as Minot had a record 19 threes in that record 107-point first game of the year against West Fargo.
St. Mary's giving up back-to-back 3s here to start the second half. High screen and roll. They get it down to Benning on the roll. Off the hands of Mann, last touch by Aguilar. It'll be Saints basketball. 10 to shoot for St. Mary's.
You know, one thing there, I mean, with that height in the middle, it's not just Bell. I mean, Aguilar, she's 5'10" as well, and Lundy's 5'9". So, you know, and Fricky at a point guard, she's 5'8". So they got some trees inside.
Quick post up for Gerbing. Kick out Benning. Her shot short. Messer rebounds out to Mann. Gerbing gets a screen from Mann. Pulls up. Gerbing too strong. One-handed snared rebound there by Lily Bell. Crosses over. Scoop to the hoop, too strong. Kept alive by Lundy, and last touched by Mickey Messer.
Bell wants that one back. She thought that was down, as she's had a number of get the rebound and dribble all the way to the length of the court for the layup.
Aguilar on a set play on the inbounds, misses the runner. She tips a pass, however, cleared by Freaky. Back out to Aguilar. Back to Freaky. Shot fake, lane open, she goes, draws defense, and knocks it down. The hoop on the arm.
That great finish, as you said, ball fake first from that outside that three-point line. And when you shoot threes like she does, you're going to go out and you got to get in her face in that. But then she has such a quick first move. And I like the strength, how that nice jump stop and strong left-handed finish. Her first basket of the game, followed by her 7th free throw.
First field goal of the contest for Freaky, as you said, and she gets the old-fashioned three-point play. 9 straight for Minot High to start the second half. They lead 53-24. Spees to Messer. Man back to Messer. Crosses over, and there's going to be a hand check there. Arm bar on Lily Bell.
When you're 6'2", you got long arms. You can see that one pretty clearly from the official who was out on the left wing.
See head coach Jim Petrick and the Legacy Sabre girls on the far side.
Oh, yeah.
Getting a little scouting in. They play Minot High on Friday. Weather pending, I guess you can say. Almost a steal by Height. Man gets it off to Spees. 20 to shoot for the Saints. Gerving steps into an 18-footer. No. Bell rebounds. Got Height on a high school hideout. Good hustle by Gerving. Here come the Saints. Gerving right to the tin. Got it.
Boy, how about that aggressiveness for Lexi Gerving, TD. She got that outlet and just went right at Lily Bell. I think Lily Bell got caught in the eye on that follow-through from the teardrop shot from Gerving. It's going to pop up. She'll have to go out temporarily. Got to come out for a play. That was impressive from Gerving. No fear right there. She went right at the 6'2" Lily Bell.
Lily Bell just goes and spits out her Wrigley chewing gum, wipes a couple tears off. Minot High attacking the pressure. Height and amongst the trees. She got it.
Nice ball fake against Gerving. Kept that ball on the outside of her arm, used that left arm to shield Gerving.
Aguilar playing the passing lane. Gerving has it for St. Mary's. Goes down low to Mickey Messer. Messer turns into a shot, missed everything. Height rebounds. Here comes Minot. This half moving left to right. Trailing a three-pointer. High arc and rainbow there for Presley Bennett. No good. Freaky rebounds. Puts it up short. Lundy rebounds. Third chance on this trip for Minot. Quick reversal. Pass back. Height from Aguilar. Bingo.
Confidence is a king or queen in this case. Is little pass right back to Height, and man, she is on fire.
14-2 run here to start the second half of play for Minot.
Height has 14.
Oh, the Magi defense, the Majet defense was on vacation as Lexi Gerving got free.
Gerving just a smart basketball player. Inside out, got on the block there.
Aguilar's pass is tipped. Benning gets it up ahead to Man. Trailing to play Gerving. Quick reversal. Top of the key to Spees. Gets a screen there. Extra pass Messer for three. No, too strong. St. Mary's had some looks. They have just not shot very well tonight. Shot fake there. And Presley Bennett got Lexi Gerving off her feet, and that'll send Bennett to the line.
Gerving was not going to let Presley Bennett make an N1 there, though. I like that. Is you're up in the air, you got to foul somebody. You might as well foul her hard enough so that she's does not get a chance to make the basket and the free throws.
Bennett makes the first free throw. The 5'8" junior got them both.
She's got 5, averaging 12.5.
Fans mind ref the game. We'll have our Move the Game brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. They can help you move across town or across the country. Locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. There's a move of the game from downtown Lexi Gerving.
You can tell she's got confidence going right now, TD, as that was a nice catch and shoot from 22.
She's got all the Saints points here in the second half. 7 of them to be exact. And now you get Spees hustling for a steal, and she bodies into Maya Aguilar. Foul on Lydia Spees, her second. Minot High Sends in Carew Lamore. Aguilar on the bounce. Feathers a pass to the baseline. Shot put up there by Bennett. She hit it.
Right in between both Benning and Gerving. Good hard snap pass from up high.
St. Mary's goes to the weave. Messer in the lane, tips it to Benning. Kick out, Spies for three. No. Off the back iron. Good box out there by Bennett. Cleared for the Majets. Freaky just steps into a three in transition, just about airbanked it.
She has not shot. I think she's missed all 5 of her threes.
Spies wants to come back. Hand off to Gerving. She fires for three. Hello.
Get her the basketball, TD.
Lexi Gerving is feeling it right now, and Minot High wants a timeout. The Hub International Insurance timeout on the courts. Hub is a leading North American insurance brokerage located at 4204 Boulder Ridge Road in Northwest Bismarck. Majets still in control, 62-34 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. And we're back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Every 10 minutes, 3 people in the United States will die from a preventable incident. More people are dying on our roadways and in their homes than ever before, but that's where the North Dakota Safety Council can help. Safety is our mission, from the workplace to any place. We're a private nonprofit that offers more than 150 training courses that are dynamic, hands-on, and effective. From CPR and first aid to driver safety and even workplace violence preparedness, we want to make sure your loved ones come home safe each night. Go to ndsc.org to see how together we can make a difference.
Minot High breaks some token St. Mary's pressure. Lamore in the corner for three. Nope. Gerving rebounds. Oh, the pass is tipped. They had Gabby Mann. Benning gets it up to Spies. She'll fire for three wide right. Rebound, Freaky. Her and Lundy running the floor for the Majets. Haven't seen Lily Bell come back in after that
poke in the eye.
At the poke in the eye, and there's Lundy. Boy, she's so good at leaning in and drawing contact, and she's going to go right back to the free throw line.
Yeah, Fricky got a nice inside-out pass from the corner from Presley Bennett. Strong inside, too. Uses that 5'8" frame very well. She's in double figures now with 11.
Bell back on. As Fricky comes off, and our first look tonight at Kinley Barch, 5'8", 8th grader for Minot High. Gabby Mann has it, double teamed on the wing. Throws it right to Sydney Aberle, who's on for Minot High as well. Lamore gives it off to Lily Bell. Lamore back to Bell. Kick out Aguilar. Drives into the lane, pulls up, right side of the lane, no good. Rebound, and Benning got fouled from behind, and Sydney Aberle picks up that foul.
That was good help by Gabby Mann on that little switch from that pick and roll in the corner from Bell and Aguilar.
Minor after the game, we'll have our planning team financial advisors, Shots Crossroads postgame. Shots Crossroads, your postgame headquarters. You can order online at shotscrossroads.com. And planning team financial advisors, helping clients work towards financial freedom. Matea Messer's on. Left side, Benning cranks for three. No good. Long rebound cleared by Mann. Mickey Messer comes to Spies. Minot High man-to-man. Spies shovels it. Messer, corner three ball. Yes!
There she got it. Good inside-out pass. So many times that sets up some good looks. The Saints have not been lacking good looks. Just haven't made them.
That was a pretty smooth Euro step right there.
Yeah, I would say so. Off the wrong foot, too. Euro step, left foot to the right foot on the right side.
Lily Bell converted that one in transition. That's a 6'2" freshman, folks. Missed shot there by St. Mary's. Cleared by the Majets. Aguilar attacking. Poke checked away, almost stolen by Mann. Deep, trailing three. Lily Bell, no good. And you're going to get a push off. Rebound foul there as Sydney Aberle picks up two quick ones.
You know, and if you're a coach, that's not a bad one. Is she just got down low, trying to battle, get some offensive rebounding position.
Tried to lodge her way in there. Minot, this is kind of an unorthodox type of defense, you know what I mean, where they play just mostly half court, but they get in all the passing lanes. Oh, Messer got loose, contested by Lundy, cleared by Height.
She did not realize she was wide open for a drop step.
Bell over the timeline. Lundy trailing. Extra pass Barch. Baseline dribble drive for the 8th grader. Ball's going to be blocked out of bounds. It will be Minot High basketball. Minot High, of course, coming off that state championship a year ago. 1978, they won one, and then they won another one in 2022.
44 years later.
Yep.
And then the boys won it too.
Titletown.
Yep.
There's Aguilar going with the kiss.
I am impressed with her driving ability. Man, with the way they can shoot the threes and the way they go off the dribble, there's a reason they're scoring 105 a game.
Matea Messer tries baseline. She's cut off. Minot High forcing them to the baseline. Spees crosses over. Left elbow jumper off the 10. Messer battling on the glass. Kick out man. Step back 18-footer. No. Rebound. Lily Bell out of her zone goes and grabs that carom. Here comes the 6'2 freshman. Wants to attack against Benning. Height will reverse it to Aguilar. Minot High goes 5 out. Bell, teardrop running, floating, one-hander, got it.
That's impressive. That's why she's being recruited by some big-time schools. Although her family's been pretty tight-lipped. You know, if you take a look at her Twitter account, TD, she's not one to show who she's getting recruited by. That's not normal nowadays.
Matea Messer got it from downtown.
She got 8.
Lundy, bounce pass Barch. FIFA World Cup out of bounds by Matea Messer. Been watching any of the World Cup?
I have.
I have too. I kind of got lost interest a little bit after the U.S. got beat out. But
I was following the Netherlands a little bit, thinking that after they beat the U.S., that how they would do, and they lose in that just heartbreaking shootout.
There's been a lot of shootouts. Stop and pop. Bell from the free throw line. That's short. Lundy, second chance, Minot High. Avery surveys, comes up top to Aguilar. Bell gets loose down low, missed a shot, went and got a rebound, put it back. The length, the athleticism of Lily Bell here in the second half.
Rushed that first one, but stuck right with it. Got that rebound, went from the left side to the right side.
Messer almost carried the basketball there as Minot High has stretched this out to a 33-point lead on your BNC Bank scoreboard. There goes Lydia Spees, blocked again by Lily Bell. Headman pass up ahead. Aguilar can't save it as it's going to feather its way out of bounds.
Yeah, that was a 27-9, 9-minute, the first 9 minutes of that second half.
Hey fans, tonight's game brought to you in part by Roger Ward Moving and Storage. You can visit them online at Roger Ward Moving and Storage to schedule a move or find a quote. Tonight's game also brought to you in part by Prestwich Orthodontics. Call them at 852-2646. Visit minotbraces.com to get started with a free virtual consultation. Tonight's game also brought to you in part by Northern Plains Heating and Air. No other choice to seal your heating and air game than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Find them online at northern-plains.com. Eva Selinsky's on. Jersey Okrup's on. Matea Messer comes near side to Lydia Spees. Down to 10 to shoot. Tough angle pass there. Ricocheted. St. Mary's steals it back, however. Oprah wants to attack. Wide open Mickey Messer for 3. Too strong. Matea Messer had a hand on a rebound, and it's cracked out of bounds by Maggie Freaky of Minot.
St. Mary's is just frustrated. They just are not making those open threes. And they are open.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got themselves in good positions, good inside-out looks.
St. Mary's having a hard time getting it in. Finally get it in. And be a late foul there as Messer shot a runner, and she drew body contact there from Lily Bell. Good call.
Yeah, I think so too.
That will send Mickey Messer to the line. You know, the one thing St. Mary's got to figure out is they've gotten the ball in bounds on a few inbounds tonight, and it's been on 4.5 just about every time.
Wasn't that the official that played lockdown defense on you, TD?
You had to go there.
I knew you'd like that.
Define lockdown defense. I just want to hear this.
Held you to 32.
Emphasis on held. my jersey got stretched out that night. There's a 3-ball.
Ooh, right out of bed.
Laney Will, the microwave, 5'4" freshman, buries it.
That's come off the bench. Hey, when you're open, you put it up, right?
Selensky with a neat little runner.
Well, I like that. Crossover dribble right in the face of Lily Bell for her first bucket.
Starting to see some reserves into the game now as Laney Will gets it off to Maggie Fricke. She's not a reserve. Stops and pops from the left baseline, no good. Ava Selensky throws it up ahead. In transition, they get it down low. Nice play. Jersey Okrup off the nice feed from Lexi Gerving.
Yeah, great feed, too. I mean, that's a good two-handed chest pass through traffic.
I apologize. It's not Jersey Okrup. I don't know where I got that from.
Well, Jersey Berg.
Yeah, Journey Okrup. Apologies there. As Minot High got whistled for an over and back.
Journey, a 5'8" freshman, as you said that.
Lockdown defense.
You're going to think about that all night now.
As St. Mary's couldn't tiptoe the sideline. Hi, fans. Tonight's going to have to change the subject. Tonight's game brought to you by Planet Pizza. 25 years with the largest laser tag playground in the region and mouth-watering pizza. Planet Pizza, out of this world. You can call them at 852-1700. Get that galactic pizza on its way. Minot High is going to improve to 4-0. Carew Lamore drew contact. Nice drive right down Broadway, and she'll shoot a couple.
Minot spreading them out now. Almost a 5 out with Lily Berg not in the basketball game right now. And leaving that lane open for some hard drives.
Taya Messer picks up her 4th as Lamore knocks down the free throw. You know, obviously, it's a pretty good place to start with Maggie Fricke and Carew and Lily Bell, but this supporting cast for Minot High has gotten better. I mean, I've seen
what I said. Aguilar's, I mean, she's impressed me tonight. Obviously, Lundy, height, oh my gosh.
Lexi Gerving got some oohs and ahs on the crossover, missed the shot, but there's Messer. Taya Messer's into double figures with 10.
The freshman right there in that strong side rebound putback.
Oh, nice pass. Getting it down low. Carew Lamore off the nifty feed from Sydney Aberly.
Yeah, Lamore saw the ball in the corner, just dove right to the basket. Got a good return pass.
Lamore got tangled up. Oh, Messer tried to hand it off to Okrup. Taken away. Fricke wants to go. Leaps and leans. And what are they going to say? Is this tipped?
Yeah, they weren't going to bail her out on that one. Good no call by the officials. As Fricke tried to kind of get in there and draw the foul, but out of control, and just now she's going to be, I think she's done for the night. She's kind of grimacing in pain a little bit, but I'm going to guess she will be done.
Yeah, I really like that no call there. As you know, Fricke was the one initiating the entire thing there. Gerving comes near side, now top of the key. Matea Messer goes backdoor to Gerving. Gerving, free throw line, extra pass from Benning. Got it to Selensky, bang.
That's a good possession of passing. I think everybody touched the basketball for the Saints.
Bennett. Lundy sets her feet. Yep. Avery Lundy connects.
Yeah, that'll probably be the last shot she takes tonight as Lundy, 8 points for her, and a couple threes and a couple free throws.
Got some contact on the other end, and Matea Messer in attack mode. Should go back to the, won't go back to the free throw line. That's just 5 fouls on the Majets.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was a head fake, but they're not taking her out. They're taking Lamore out. Surprising that they still got Lundy in.
And you get a Hub International Insurance timeout on the court. Contact your local Hub agents, Josh Cattell, Michael Borman at 355-3100. Minot in cruise control, 82-49 over St. Mary's, and we're back after this break on the PSP Network.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zoo?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance? If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. I like that one. Okay. I write 40 power? No. Don't want that one either? All right, go kickoff. Get out of here. Let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Minot by 33. St. Mary's triggers it in. Gerving, Selinsky from downtown. No. Rebound, Okrep gets it into Lexi Gerving. The Montana shuffle for two.
She is crafty. She will be somebody, I can tell you, probably be in all region. I can just from watching her that she's got skills. 15 points to lead the Saints.
Bennett thought about a three. Comes top of the key. Shot blocked there.
That was the 7th grader Deshaw.
Yeah. You got Everett Deshaw in there. Okrep misfires, got it back. Messer, extra pass, Gerving, cranks. Hello, 3 more for Lexi Gerving. How about the second half for the junior?
What a quick release, just 3 points at half, no field goals. Now she's been on fire, 15 in the second half.
Tip pass there by Selinsky. Minot High tracks it down. Lundy into the teeth of the defense, and she scored it.
Lundy, the lone starter, hanging out.
Meandered her away.
She did. Almost lost control of the basketball, and I think everybody kind of watched her. And
Benning fires for 3. A nice rebound there by Messer. Matea, second chance, St. Mary's. Gerving tried to bounce it down low to Messer. Taken away there by Deshaw. She fires it up ahead. It's taken away by Benning. Got a little sloppy here now as there's 3:28 to play. As I shouldn't have said sloppy because there comes a trifecta of turnovers.
The rise ball there, trying to pass it off the one hand off the dribble, and it went from low to really high.
Well, there goes Avery Lundy, as you said. Now you get the 8th grader, Kinley Barch in.
I think they were trying to get her double figures, so she's got 10 points now. She's in double figures. Heighton's in double figures with 15, and Bell was 16, so all they're missing is Aguilar, but I don't think they're putting her back in.
St. Mary's with 3:25 left sends back in Spees, Mann, and Mickey Messer. Deshaw to Barch. Straight away, Laney Will. Nope, back iron. Rebound, banging for it, and clearing it was Minot High. Shot put up by Bennett, no good, and a second chance for Presley Bennett. As there you got Presley Bennett and Sydney Aberly there working that offensive glass.
Bennett stayed right with it, leaned in, missed that first shot, but the long rebound went right back to her, and Selinsky fouls her. Bennett wastes no time shooting those free throws. That one.
It's like
catch one, let her go. No sense in thinking about it.
That's right. If I look at the basket any more than that, I'm going to miss.
Yep.
It's working 4 for 4 tonight.
9 points for her.
A lot of balance this evening for Minot High. Benning gives it off to Spees. Lydia down the left side of the lane and went to the left hand again and got cracked into there by Presley Bennett. And Lydia Spees will shoot too. Lydia Spees had such a great start, and I don't even remember her shooting now here much in the second half.
She's had 9 points probably in the first maybe 10, 11 minutes, and then she has not, it's not been a good shooting night for her from the outside, but she's got herself inside the lane.
Looking for double figures, and she's got it with the main free throw. Her and Gerving and Matea Messer in double figures tonight for St. Mary's. But it's Minot by 30 in the waning moments here with 2:38 to play. 3 ball, Deshaw, no good. Bennett tracks down a rebound, and it goes off her. As Eva Selinsky looks at it, I beg your pardon, looks at it and says, I might have hit that.
You know, I'm going to go out on a limb and not seeing the East teams that there's a pretty good chance it could be Century and Minot this year again. Just watching the two, how dominant they've been early on.
Be some fun games between those two teams.
And I would say they'd match up 4 times again this year.
Shot put up by Gabby Mann from the baseline. Teardrop shot, too strong. Deshaw crosses over. Here comes the 7th grader. Gets it off to Laney Will. Baseline dribble drive. Ooh, quick first step right to the rim. Nice play, Sydney Aberly.
Boy, great ball fake. That's what you call just fundamentals. Ball fake, crossover, go hard to the lane.
A little explosion there, too.
Was.
Lydia Spies cut off, bounces at middle of the lane. Nice weak side cut. Oh, but Benning couldn't finish it. 8-footer in the middle of the lane, and Minot High right back. Barch to Will. Bennett from deep, no good. Rebound, going to be a foul there on Presley Bennett. Clock stops with 1:27 to play.
Presley's got a couple good ones in late.
Yeah, we'll walk to the other end, and while we do, we can tell you that the UPS store, located on South Broadway in Minot, Marketplace Foods Plaza, is there for all your packing and shipping needs. And be sure to vote for this week's Jersey Mike's Player of the Week on the PSP Network Facebook page. Jersey Mike's is a sub above. Lydia Spies at the free throw line, the senior for St. Mary's. Got 1 of 2. The boys' game comes up next of an in-between game break after our Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show is Lainey Will.
She got 5 points off the bench. Long 3. Nice deuce going at the basket there.
Benning turning, twirling, shooting, missing. Mickey Messer misses. Lydia Spies fires up a 3. Kept alive by Spies. Extra pass to Gabby Mann. She's flying into the lane, no good, but a block foul.
Yeah, way underneath inside that half circle. Gabby Mann finally got a chance to get in the scoreboard after a ball fake in the three-point line and a hard drive to the hole.
Senior Gabby Mann averaging 6 points a game. Take her 5-5 frame to the free throw line. Look to get in the scorebook.
Big sister Mariah Mann, right? Graduated, was it last year or 2 years ago?
That one I would
2 years ago.
I would not have the intel on that one. Gabby Mann gets them both. Down under a minute to play on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Deshaw to the free throw line. Minot just runs this 5 out. Plays catch, they attack, they share the ball. Knock down a lot of threes. Barch with 10 to shoot. Deshaw reverses it, Will. Might have got away with a shuffle the puppies. Deshaw shot fake, 3 ball, no good. Rebound Benning. Gets it up to Lydia Spies. St. Mary's down to 20 seconds. Spies, 18-footer, shot at 17. Messer dribbled it on the end line, and that will be just about all she wrote as Minot High going to pick up their 3rd win on the season. Sounds odd, but it'll be their 3rd win in the season, but they're actually 4-0 because they got a W in conference play against Williston. Their JV actually played that game, did Minot High. Lainey Will down to Presley Bennett, shot faking, and a block shot for Mickey Messer. Will send this one into the scoring book. Final score on your BNC Bank scoreboard, it's Minot High 89, St. Mary's 58. Minot High improves to 3-0 overall, and their WDA record is now 3-0. St. Mary's falls to 2-2 overall, and they are 2-1 in conference play. Minot High with a big effort tonight as we welcome you to our Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show. Planning Team Financial Advisors helping clients work towards financial freedom, and also our Shots Crossroads postgame show. Your postgame headquarters, order online at shotscrossroads.com. Chuck Clairmont's made his way down to the sidelines, and he's going to get a word with head coach of the Majets, Jason Schwartz, and it looks like he's got Tori Height as well as. All right, Chuck, let's send it down to you. Take it away, Chuck.
All right, thanks, Todd. Almost 5 girls in double figures again. The depth of your team is pretty amazing.
Yeah, we got a lot of kids I've got a lot of confidence in, at least through 10. And most of those 10 can score in various ways. So, yeah, I got a lot of confidence in just about anybody we're going to throw on the floor when it's, still a competitive game.
Just impressive at how the girls move the basketball too. Unselfish, the ball's going 1, 2, 3, 4, snap pass, time and time again. They feel really comfortable with each other, it looks like.
Yeah, we felt that was one thing we could get better at. I think we were too much into dribbling last year. We want to move the basketball a little bit more, so it's nice you recognize that. We must be doing something right out there. But, yeah, our top 5 are playing really well together right now, and our next 2 mesh in with them real well as well. But yeah, our top 5 through these first 3 games have been pretty solid.
So how do you keep it when you got a team so dominant like you are right now? How do you keep them locked into the basketball games?
Well, that we still got to get better. There's lots of things that we pick out, and they probably get tired of hearing you can do this better and you can do that better, but you still have to recognize, when we do something well and celebrate that. So, and we are, but that kind of keeps them grounded a little bit when you've got coaches bugging them about this and that.
Good win, Coach. Congratulations.
All right, thank you.
All right, Tori, step in here, and what a game for you, and what a season for you is, not that you had a bad season last year, but you really weren't one of the names that stood out, and you came out this year, and you are shooting the rock. What's changed this year from last year? I mean, you're shooting 40+%, making, I think you're up to like 13 threes already in the season.
Yeah, well, we lost a great scorer, Mariah, last year, so I knew I needed to step up. I knew we needed to get points somewhere, and so I'll do it. So.
And for you to be playing with these youngsters, okay, I mean, the 9th graders, it feels like your team is very unselfish. And for you to take on a scoring role right now, what does that say about, what about your game and what you feel like you need to be doing on this team?
Yeah, I just, that they trust me with the ball. I feel like I've earned that trust now. I've learned to trust them, and now we trust each other.
And for you guys to come out this season, you get the victory last year, and now you have a little bit more of a bullseye on your back. Last year you were you win the state championship, maybe came in as a little bit of an underdog. This year, no more underdog. What's it like playing now as the team that people want to beat every game?
Yeah, we just know we need to bring it every game. Now everyone's gonna want to take us down, and we understand that, and we know we need to bring our A game every single day.
Well, you're bringing it so far. Great shooting. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, TD, that was Coach Schwartz and Tori Height. She is straight face, buddy. This team is locked in, I can tell you that. Back up to you.
Yeah, you heard there from third-year head coach Jason Schwartz and Tori Height, the senior, who had 14 points, a couple more threes. She's at 13 made threes on the season now as Minot High wins this one 89-58 over the St. Mary's Saints. We'll have more of our Shots Crossroads and Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show after this timeout. Minot High wins the girls' game in the first of our doubleheader. Back after this break on the PSP Network.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment, for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
I'm a grateful person on a lot of levels. I've been given so many great opportunities. But most of all, even as a little kid, I was taught a set of values. Like tools for life, hard work, responsibility, and the key to making it all work, commitment.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
what you're witnessing actually happens. This is a sad story about bad math.
Bad math?
Does your online company include mounting?
You can't beat the online pricing.
When you add the mounting, the shipping, and all the extras, it's just simple math. We guarantee the lowest prices. Our Plus plan is simply better, a less expensive way to buy tires. Thinking tires? Think Tires Plus.
Minot High stays undefeated with an 89-58 victory over St. Mary's tonight on the Saints' home floor. Minot High led 44-24 at halftime, and they put 45 on the board in the second half. St. Mary's gets 34 in the second half, but still an impressive victory tonight for the Minot Majets as they improve their record to 3-0. And St. Mary's falls to 2-2. We're back in our planning team financial advisor Shots Crossroads postgame. Shots Crossroads get filled up in their delicious menu that includes the famous 99. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Team buses are always welcome. And I'll take care of that. I'll get that as you run through these final game numbers. As Shots Crossroads and planning team financial advisors, whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors here to help you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online at planningteam.com. All right, Chuck, let's run through those final game numbers here as Minot High stays undefeated.
All right, thanks, Todd. For the Saints, they had 3 girls in double figures, led by Lexi Gerving, 18 points, as she had 3 threes and was 3 of 5 from the free throw line, 15 in that second half. Lydia Spees had 11 points, 10 for Matea Messer, 7 for Mikey Messer, 5 for Eva Solinsky, and then 3 from Natalie Benning for their total of 58. For the Minot Majets, who had 44 points in the first half and 45 in the second, they finished with 89. Lily Bell led them with 18. She had 9 in the first half and 9 in the second. Tori Height, I had her with 15. She had 2 threes and 1 and 3 other deuces for a total of her 15 in double figures. Also was Maggie Fricky, as Maggie was a perfect 8 of 8 from the free throw line and had 2 N1s for her total of 12 points. Avery Lundy in double figures with 10, 9 for Presley Bennett, 8 for Maya Aguilar, as well as Carew Lamore, 5 for Lainey Will, and then Nevaeh Perez Coleman finishes with 4 points. Sydney Aberley also got in the scoring column for 2 points for their total of 89. It was a big run in the first half that kind of stretched that lead to 24. Got the lead at 44-20, then a big 9-0 run. Actually, 9-0 run to start that second half. And it was Katie barred the door. There was no coming back from that one. Final score 89-58. The Majets dominant again.
All right, Chuck, couple things to take care of here on our planning team and Shots Crossroads post-game show. First up is our Move the Game, brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage, where they focus on the details of the process without ever losing sight of the big picture. Locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. And tonight's Move the Game, you know, a good word to describe our game is smooth, and this Move of the Game was as smooth as they get.
Smooth operator, and that's the 6'2" Lily Bell dribbling down court. A little Euro step off the right hand, or off the wrong foot, the right foot, but just calmly the little George Gervin Iceman finger roll in. Smooth as you can get. So for that, Lily Bell gets our Jobbers Moving and Storage Move of the Game.
Yeah, the silky smooth Euro step.
Yeah, that was pretty.
And you said it, right hand off the right foot. So that's the wrong foot if you're trying to get your steps for a layup, but it didn't matter for Lily Bell. There's your Move of the Game. Jobbers Moving and Storage. You can move across town or across the country. Locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. One other game across town. Century is hosting Turtle Mountain, and Chuck and I are both efforting a final score there, as we'll get you that here in just a second. But last things first is got our player of the game, brought to you by Sport Clips. Sport Clips keeps you looking your best. You can check in online with a hairstylist today at sportclips.com. Minot High wins this one 89-58, and your Sport Clips game MVP is?
Well, you could give it to three people. I mean, Maggie Fricky finishes with 12 points, but the assist, everything was there. Lily Bell came on strong with her, led him with 18 points. I just liked early on, Torrey Heights set the tone, and when they went into that run, she was the one who kind of spurred it, hit a big three. She had some twos on the transition and that. She finishes with 15 points, and we talked to her afterwards, and I think it's her day, right? Senior Torrey Height is our Sport Clips MVP of the game, finishes with 15 points.
I like it. I mean, she scored a couple threes. She got 13 on the season. She made some in amongst the trees.
Yeah.
She did a good job on the defensive end, setting her teammates up, so I agree with you. Torrey Height, the senior, is our Sport Clips MVP of the game tonight. Nothing comes close to making you feel like an MVP like the MVP experience at Sport Clips. Tonight's Sport Clips game MVP, again, is Torrey Heights. Final score from over at Century. Century puts up 98 tonight as they defeat Turtle Mountain 98-47. There's your BNC scoreboard update. All right, that'll put a wrap on game one. We'll reset the cockpit. We'll come back and we'll set the stage for the tail end of our doubleheader tonight from St. Mary's. As Minot High in town to take on the St. Mary's boys. We'll set the stage for that one after this break on the PSP Network. Final score in the girls' game, Minot High 89, St. Mary's 58. Number one Minot stays undefeated. Back after this break on the PSP Network.
Come from Vibetta Orthodontics. Vibetta Orthodontics is a certified Invisalign provider. Invisalign fits your budget and your lifestyle. Braces for children, teens, and adults with affordable monthly payments. Schedule your complimentary consultation and exam by logging on to VibettaOrthodontics.com or by calling 701-839-6010.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics.
In southwestern and south central North Dakota, on any given day at any given moment, a Dakota Community Bank and Trust customer is logging in or signing on to do their online or mobile banking. We believe that community banking can blend both the past with down-home customer service in-house and the future with modern banking conveniences and technology for our customers anywhere, like here or here, all while honoring our long-standing tradition of community-first oriented banking here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
Welcome back to St. Mary's Central High School. It's our Shields pregame show. Shields, you can shop sporting goods, hunting and fishing gear, clothing, and more at Shields of Minot and Bismarck. As Minot High won the opener, 89-58. Now we turn our attention to the boys' game. And we get set for the defending state champion, Minot Magicians. Their head coach, Dean Winchesky. They're 3-0 in the season. And they'll take on second-year headman B.J. Etzold and the St. Mary's Saints. The Saints 1-2 on the campaign. Minot High has started with impressive victories over Devil's Lake, at Williston, and most recently in a game you saw on the PSP Network, Minot High disposes of Dickinson 86-72. St. Mary's had a couple road games to start the season, and they dropped them both, losing at Fargo Shanley 44-42. Then they went to Jamestown, and the Saints lost 78-66, and St. Mary's won their last game at home against Williston 56-49. So the defending champs and number one Minot. As Chuck, let's take a look at that Class A boys basketball poll here. As on the boys side, Minot leads the way. Century nipping at their heels at number 2. Davies, Red River, Legacy, and then you got Mandan and Fargo North receiving votes. So I mean, just like we talked on the girls' side, you got the defending champions with a good nucleus of players back. I don't know if the boys have as many players back as the girls do, but they still got a great starting cast here in 2022-2023.
Yeah, they do, and they haven't sold as many media people that they are the clear number ones, like in the girls' side. 18 votes, all of those went to Minot High on the girls' side, but they got 12-6. Six media people thought that Century's number 2, and hey, Century's looks pretty dang good. We watched them. We did that game last week, and they are a good basketball team. I have only watched Minot on film a little bit, and Minot's good. They are loaded. The depth of Minot, to me, is just one of those things that, just like the girls, it's like they can bring 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people, and they can play, and they can be comfortable bringing those people off the bench and getting some minutes in the basketball game. And that's just, again, a testament to Coach Dean Winchesky, the program that he's ran and been so successful for so many years. What is he in his 15th year? I think not all with Minot. He has 15 years. Where's my sheet, TD? I made a sheet specifically for that. Here it is. There it is. He's 15 years plus 8 he's with Dickinson, so he is 15 with Minot. So 23 years Coach Winchesky has in coaching, and whatever program he's gone to, he has brought success. Got a state championship in Dickinson, and or actually 2 state championships in Dickinson, and then at Minot, he's got that 3-peat from 2015 to 17 plus 1 in 22. So Coach Winchesky, he is a guy that you want to pick on your team if you want to lead him to a title town, that's for sure.
Yeah, as you know, we're going to get to a lot of the particulars here tonight, but I don't know if anybody in Class A boys basketball is off to a better start than Derek Doucette. I mean, he's a 1,000-point scorer, but did you look at his line for the 3 games that he's played so far? I mean, that's pretty good. That's
like NBA type when you start talking about 36, averaging 35 points a game, in those first 3 games, 36, 32, and 37, and go along with double figures and rebounding at 12 rebounds a game. And so he is just, to watch that kid play, he is surely going to be quality at the next level too. You see him, and he does it without volume.
Yeah.
He's a guy shooting high numbers for Minot, and just one of those unselfish players. And it's a treat for a Coach Winchesky that I'm sure he'll tell you that, hey, doesn't take me to coach a guy like that. You roll the basketball out, and he does so many things, including lead your team. And I think that's one of the big things, is he is just a leader on the court, and he wants the basketball. He's a closer, and that's one thing that differentiates some teams when you get down to the wire, is having a guy that can close, and he is a closer.
Well, and the team gravitates to him. You can just kind of tell, you know what I mean, that he has that impact on that group. And now as a senior, he's kind of been one of the guys that has kind of maybe taken a supporting cast type of role with some of the upperclassmen. But now, I said before that if Derek Doucette develops a 3-point shot, he's going to be borderline unguardable in high school basketball. And don't look now, folks, but he's got 6 made threes on the season. So watch out, Class A boys basketball.
Yeah, I'm sure he worked on that over the offseason. He was shooting 28% from threes last year. And, when you're a really, really good player, you work on the things that you need to work on. And he was a good mid-range shooter, and it's a 3-point shot that maybe to get him to that next level, even when he moves on to NDSU next year. I had to say that, TD. They got a good one, and he's playing for the Bison next year, and he'll be required to be shooting from the outside, and he'll be a slasher. That you are what you are, and he's a slasher, but he'll extend that range, and that he's going to do it. This kid's he's a great athlete and a great kid and very coachable. So he'll be somebody who's going to he's good now, and he's going to be good at that level.
Let's talk a little bit about the St. Mary's Saints as second-year head coach B.J. Etzold brings a crew back that, they were senior dominated last year, and they got right to the cusp of making a state Class A boys basketball tournament appearance as they took Minot to the brink in the semifinals and then lost a buzzer beater to Century in a WDA state qualifying game. So lost a lot of seniors, bring 6 seniors back, and we're getting used to this 2022-2023 St. Mary's Saints team.
Yeah, that's it. The St. Mary's Saints, they were just a whisker to get to state, and you watch our promo. They don't want to watch that. I think the St. Mary's Saints are saying, Please take that one off. I got reminded time and time again how my season ended. Mike Fedorchuk has mentioned it to me a few times from Sport Clips. He said, can you please change that promo? I don't want to continue to see that. But it's the St. Mary's team. They lost some 3 leaders, TD. When you talk about Evan Gross, Nate Fedorchuk, and Garrett Bader, those are 3 quality basketball players. All 3 of them all WDA, and Evan Gross, a second-team All-State guy. So they've had a lot to replace. And so, right now they're still looking for that true leader. Is it Maddox Doppler? He is a guy in terms of scoring at 14 points a game that's kind of been scoring for him. Jacob Gettle, just 9 points a game, but they are desperately looking for scoring, only scoring 55 points a game. And they got to find a way to figure out offensively, because if you're only scoring 55 points a game in this West region, in this day and age, you're going to struggle winning basketball games.
Well, St. Mary's going to go toe-to-toe tonight with the #1 team in the state and see how they stack up. We'll take a timeout, and we'll come back with the starting lineups and the opening tap from St. Mary's tonight. Live broadcast on the PSP Network. St. Mary's hosting Minot High, and we've got it after this break on the PSP Network.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
Just about set for basketball tonight here at St. Mary's. I still call it Central High School, even though it's not on the north side now, but it's going to be St. Mary's Central forever, I think, right?
Yeah, it's got to be. I don't know.
No, it's on the sign outside. It still says St. Mary's Central. So even though it's now up on the north side on 57th Avenue here in Bismarck, we're just about set for our starting lineups. Thanks to Shields for bringing you our pregame tonight, as Shields dedicated to offering you the best retail experience. They offer clothing, footwear, and gear for all your passions, from fashion to fishing. Good to have Shields on board as our pregame sponsor. Here's those starting lineups as mentioned. First off, for the Minot High Magicians, you got Morgan Nygaard and Eric Winchesky in the backcourt, a senior and a sophomore there. You got Jackson Gunville and Derek Dissett, a couple seniors on the front line, even though Gunville probably more of a guard type. And then in the middle is a senior in Logan Conklin, again for head coach Dean Winchesky. There's your Minot High starting lineup. For the St. Mary's Saints, they'll go like this. At the guard, you've got Ben Zinker, a senior, about 6-footer, joined in the backcourt by a 6'2" senior, Caden Willer. One forward is another senior, Jackson Ross, stands 6'3". On the front line, he's joined by the 6'4" Maddox Doppler, and in the middle, 6'4" Jacob Gettle. 5 seniors will start for second-year head coach B.J. Etzold. Minot High with 4 seniors and the sophomore Winchesky in that starting 5. Two teams break their huddles. Minot High and the road Maroons. St. Mary's and the home Whites. Set for the tail end of our doubleheader tonight on the PSP Network. Again, thanks to Shields for bringing you our pregame. Gettle and Conklin tip it up, controlled by Minot High. St. Mary's comes out man-to-man. Dissett attacking down the right side of the lane. Cat quick move right off the get-go, and Willer, little hand check on him. Dissett is a hard guard for anybody.
Yeah, Willer's kind of going, thanks, man. I'm going to have him in my
my nightmares having to guard him.
3-point shot for Doucette, no good. Rebound to the Saints. Zinker sets the offense to Jackson Ross. Minot High also man-to-man. Doppler in the corner. Drives baseline. Hooks it to Zinker. He'll stop and pop from downtown. No good. Gettle with a big boy rebound. Second chance for the Saints. Doppler from downtown.
Maddox, 6th three-pointer of the season. Good job squaring up. Nice spin on that jump shot.
Had 4 in their win over Williston just a couple nights ago. Conklin leaves it baseline. Tip pass. Nygaard gets it into the hands of Winchesky, who fires it down low off the hands of Conklin, but it's touched last by St. Mary's.
Forced a little bit down low as Conklin was on the opposite side of the block, not quite along across the lane.
Logan Conklin, how about the year at receiver he had for the Minot High football team?
Yeah, all WDA guys. Tough to make All-State when there's some of the receivers the state of North Dakota had. Didn't make All-State, but surely was first team All-WDA.
Gunville airbanked it. Good contest at the point of attack there for St. Mary's. Saints come into the front court. B.J. Etzold holds up the number 1. I always like the number 1 play.
Because it was for you? Am I wrong?
Zinker gets it off to Doppler. Missed shot. Winchesky. And a little riding time as I think Jackson Ross got a piece of him. Yep.
So what was number 1 TD for Langdon? Get it to you and clear out?
Have you ever watched what's the Chicago Bulls things here? As Minot High's going to go over
Last
and
Dance?
Last Dance, yeah. Where when it was the Utah Jazz finals game and they asked Scottie Pippen when Jordan had the ball with the clock running down, he says, "What were you thinking?" He says, "Get the hell out the way." Because he was shooting that one. That was the old number 1 play.
One. Get out of your way.
Get the way out. Get the heck out of the way.
You were Michael Jordan of
no, I'm not saying that.
No, I mean
it was just like 1-4 low, just flatten out the top and just get to go one-on-one. Oh, Jackson
nice
Ross, sweet delivery.
Yeah, a little fake to the inside, spin to the baseline and off the glass.
St. Mary's on top, 5 buff over number 1 Minot. Doucette behind his back against Willer, count it and a foul.
Just sets it, all right, my time. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the ball to me so I can get us off the schneid.
Caden Willer just picked up his second.
Yeah, he can't believe it either. He's like, what did I do? I just thought I played tough defense.
And Sam Fedorchuk quickly off the bench for St. Mary's, the 6-foot junior. Derek Doucette, free throw, rattles in. He's got the old-fashioned 3-point play. 36, 32, and 37, the 3 games to start the season for Derek Doucette. Fedorchuk goes right corner to Zinker. Hooks a pass in the block to Gettle, and he's dislodged on the post. Behind him with the foul was Logan Conklin.
And that's one thing Gettle does well. He gets big down low, gets himself on the block, won't let you come around him.
Oh, you won't outwork Jacob Gettle.
No, last year he showed it too, man. He was relentless.
Him and Conklin will be a great matchup because Conklin's got a motor too. Doppler spins it left corner for Jackson Ross. Minot High extending. Ross, that's almost going to be about a 5 count.
That was a bailout.
And
he was going nowhere.
Winchesky picks up that personal foul.
Gunville checks out.
Jager Gunville comes out. Older brother Jackson playing up at Minot State. St. Mary's sends it all the way into the backcourt. Fedorchuk sets the offense there. Saints moving left to right. Left wing Gettle banging his way back into paint. Kick out Doppler. Extra pass Ross for 3. Yes!
Yeah, nice quick pass by Doppler. The top of the key, he saw out of the corner of his eye. An extra pass, guy wide open, and he hit him.
Jackson Ross got 7 points on the season. He's got 5 already tonight. Winchesky, extra pass. Schaefer just checked in. He knocks down a 3.
The sophomore, right out of bed, hits a 3.
Grayson Schaefer delivers right off the bench for the Magi. 8-6, Minot High on top. Zinker wants to go against Winchesky. Hooks a pass in the corner. Doppler tries a baseline drive. Cut off there by Doucette. Extra pass Ross. Can he hit 2 in a row? No, too strong. Rebound tapped out by Doppler. Second chance for the Saints. Fedorchuk off the iron. Try to corner 3 ball. Rebound Winchesky. Sophomore comes flying into the front court. Oh, it's taken away by Jackson Ross. Now, he thought better of going up against Doucette. Leaves it for Doppler, trailing for 3. No, too strong.
Wide right.
Minot wants to run. Winchesky crosses over, attacking, floating a shot up from a tough ankle, and he hit it.
Ooh, that was tough. I thought he got past the side of the backboard. TD threw up the jump stop, and thankfully he was right-handed for Minot fans because he was able to shoot it in front of the backboard.
Tied at 8 here early on. 4 minutes and change into the first half. Zinker to the free throw line, hesitating, shot faking, kicking it out. Doppler backs his way into Winchesky, and an offensive foul.
I don't like that one. I mean, that's a soft call. If you're going to get an offensive, make it count on that one. And he's talking to the officials saying, but man, holy cow, I really thought I did that.
Just kind of stuck his derriere into him a little bit.
I kind of spun on him, in a little bit. The defense was...
I'm with you. I think there could have been a little bit more there as Landon Bedell checks in. Bedell.
Yep, Bedell.
Doucette rises and knocks down a 3 from the left wing.
He said, take that, Todd Domrys. You talked about me shooting 3s, and he's probably put a point of emphasis on the summer, and not to mention being more confident in shooting those 2. He looked good there.
Fedorchuk inside out. Christian Benning is on. He had a little shake and bake to him. Missed the shot. Schaefer rebounds, gets it to Doucette. Minot by 3. Doucette weaving, driving, floating it in the corner, and you're going to get Gettle in the restricted area. Drew some contact against Doucette on the pass-off.
Late call on that one, too, as Doucette going hard to the basket. He passed it off, so that'll be a shooting foul.
First foul on Jacob Gettle. Jager Gunville gets it into Schaefer. Now to Gunville. Quick first step on the baseline. Extra pass to Doucette for 3. No. Tipped out nicely there by Minot High's Jack Kaiser. Running shot put up by Gunville. Cleared by Jackson Ross. Sideline fast break up to Benning, who skips it cross court to Fedorchuk. Crosses over against Schaefer. Fires a pass wide open. Jackson Ross for 3. Yes!
Ross reminds me of the Bader last year. Loved that corner, right? And Ross has been hanging out in the corner. 3, hits his second one.
And we're tied at 11. Gunville deep. 3 off the glass, no good. Kaiser, second chance, gets it in the paint. Gunville, floating shot is down. And a quick timeout on the court. Jager Gunville gets his first 2, and a Hub International Insurance timeout on the court. You can call Hub today for all your personal and business insurance needs. Good start to this one. Minot High on top, 13-11 on your BNC Bank scoreboard, and we're back after this break on the PSP Network.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Todd Domrys, Chuck Clairmont, Trevor Haas back at St. Mary's High School. Minot High leads by a couple. Benning, slippery to the tins.
Slippery, the one-handed crossover, then had the ball in that left hand, just kept it there. Underhand scoop. Freshman.
Tied at 13. Winchesky cranks for 3 from the left baseline, no good. Conklin's second chance. Nygaard got bumped into there by Ross, missed the shot, rebound Fedorchuk, and Nygaard battling, and the arrow on a jump ball will favor St. Mary's.
Yeah, Connor Schatz actually, TD's in the ball game.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Thanks.
He's the one that was down low, the 6'2" sophomore, forcing that tie up.
Yeah, I didn't see him check in during the whistle. Benning to the right elbow. Leaves it off to Schatz. Looks to Jackson Ross back door, instead way up top, Fedorchuk. Fedorchuk down the left side of the lane. Wide open Benning for three. No, off the 10. Rebound tipped right to Schatz. Oh, he couldn't put it back in, but good hustle on the glass, and St. Mary's will shoot two.
Yeah, Gettle couldn't corral the rebound, but I don't know if he tipped it down low, but he sure caused the basketball to go right down to Connor Schatz. You think he gets free 99ers up at Schatz Crossroads?
He should. Fouls whistled on Minot.
Show him your driver's license.
Landon Bedell. Bedell comes off, and Dissett right back into the contest. St. Mary's looking for a lead. We're tied at 13 on your BNC Bank scoreboard.
Well, Williston sure battled him.
Yeah.
In their second game of the year when they played, it was 101 to 87, but it was pretty tight throughout that basketball game.
Connor Schatz gets one of two. Give him a free 99 up at Schatz Crossroads. St. Mary's by a point. Nygaard operates from the top. St. Mary's man-to-man. Conklin spinning, pulling up, middle of the lane, got it.
Almost lost the basketball like 3 times, but kept the dribble alive, spun into the middle, calmly hit the 6-footer.
Conklin's got his first 2 of the game, and Minot High back on top. Zinker sets the offense. Ben down the lane, too strong. Good contest by Winchesky. Rebound, Kaiser. Kaiser stepping through, finishes it with the left hand.
Yeah, kept that pivot foot, stepped to the middle and caused the defense to kind of shift a little bit, and spun back to his left hand, made the layup.
Kaiser, the 6'2 senior, has got his first 2.
You know, Kaiser, I don't know if he played at all last year. It's nice for Coach Winchesky to leave a senior like that. Obviously, he's good in the locker room.
Benning sets the offense between the rings. Down to 8 to shoot. Zinker from the left wing. Backs his way into Winchesky. Fades from the wing. Short. Rebound into the hands of Derek Dissett. Here he comes. Driving and scoring. What a second gear there for Derek Dissett.
I mean, just an absolute gazelle. Long strider. Just chewing up ground.
Benning misfires on the pull-up crossover. Minot High with a nice run here. They lead 19-14. Kaiser slams on the brakes, leaves it to Winchesky. Winchesky pinballs off of a defender, and
oh man, he ran right into Connor Schatz. Schatz wasn't even facing him. Schatz was facing his guy in the corner. Well, he got ran into.
That's just that's a tough call if you're Connor Schatz.
Being in the wrong place at the wrong time kind of thing.
Yeah. I guess he didn't have position as he was turned sideways.
True.
Guy's just going to dribble right into you. Minot by 5. Nygaard having a hard time getting it in. Safety valves it up to Dissett. Pull up, left elbow. Derek Dissett, bingo.
It's pretty, just hard jab step. Rise from 16.
Double D's got 10.
On his way to 40.
Minot High leads 21-14. Magi by a touchdown.
Speaking of a touchdown, I need one tonight, TD.
A touchdown?
I need a touchdown out of my guy.
Oh.
I don't think you're cheering for me, if I recall.
Well, no, I laid an egg this week. My team of overachievers all decided to underachieve in the same week, so that's how it goes sometimes.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna get a hold there on Morgan Nygaard.
Yeah.
Good
get away with it.
Good weak side cut there by Nick Remick, who just came on for St. Mary's.
Good minutes by Connor Schatz. He's going out.
The number ones guarding each other. Zinker triggers it in. Willer from the right wing. Way up top to Doppler. Maddox Doppler backs his way in. Shovels the Zinker. Extra pass. Remick for 3. No. Grayson Schaefer racked into there by Maddox Doppler.
Doppler trying to come around from behind to potentially steal the ball, and Schaefer was just kind of turned right into him.
And Maddox Doppler just picked up his second.
Well, you don't like getting those if you're a coach and when you got your leader. Just dropped 23 in the last game and he's hit a 3 already and got 2 personal fouls now.
Make the long walk to the other end, and Grayson Schaefer shoots the bonus.
What was the story? Why? Because his brother was like this great, brothers are these great swimmers.
Oh, yeah.
Story again, why he did not get into swimming? Didn't like it.
Too good at basketball. Although, 6'5" and long and lean like he is, that's a Michael Phelps build. He could have been probably really good in the pool, but that chlorine's not for everybody.
No.
Grayson Schaefer gets one. Griffin Schaefer is now swimming down in Nebraska.
Oh, no kidding.
Not at the University of Nebraska, Omaha. 3-pointer, ring it up for Sam Fedorchak.
Fedorchak fading out of bounds, hits the 3.
St. Mary's needed one. They've been outscored here in the first half. They cut it to 6. And now Zinker, a little riding time on a quick first step by Winchesky. As we can tell you that today's game brought to you in part by the UPS store. They're located on South Broadway in Minot. In the Marketplace Foods Plaza, they're there for all your packing and shipping needs. Today's game also brought to you in part by Planet Pizza. They've been serving the Magic City for 25 years with the 30-inch galactic pizza that's out of this world. Call and order now at 852-1700. And tonight's game brought to you in part by Northern Plains Heating and Air. 25 years experience as your heating and air expert. You can find them online at northern-plains.com as the sophomore Eric Winchesky knocks down 2 free throws.
I forgot he was only a freshman last year. Played some really good minutes for Minot. He's very instrumental in that state championship.
Doppler hooks a pass to Fedorchak, and he left the defense with a little lingerie.
A fake left-handed hard throw to the corner, spin back to the right. There was definitely some laundry on the floor.
Keaton Renke lost the handle. Taken away by Remick. Ben Zinker. And they're going to get Gunville.
The arm bar.
That's going to be shooting. It's going to be 17 fouls on Minot, or no, 16 fouls, I beg your pardon. Gunville picks up his first. Coach Winchesky up off the bench saying, hey, Keaton, don't turn it over. Just got into the game.
That's a lot of confidence, huh?
Yeah. Minot High goes to a man-to-man off that inbounds. They're switching it. Post up for Gettle. Got it deep. Shot fake goes up. Yep. And one.
Just what we talked about. It works his way to that post and a great high-low entry from, I think it was Ross. And you got to make the right pass. And the bounce pass was the right pass. Held his ground inside. A little head fake. Got the defense up in the air.
Got Grayson Schaefer off his feet, picks up the foul, and Gettle goes to the line for the and one. Nope, short. Good box out on the shooter there by Eric Winchesky.
St. Mary's hanging around.
Winchesky splitting the defense. Dissett, extra pass Rinke, back to Dissett for 3. No, in and out. Rebound, Jackson Ross. St. Mary's, nice little answer here. They're down by 4. 25-21 here in the first half. Willer to Fedorchak. From the right side on the top. Keaton Rinke in the passing lane. Bad pass there by St. Mary's. Now Minot High with a bad pass right back. Teams trade turnovers.
Smart play by Nick Remick. Looked up, there was no white jerseys leading the break, so just turned around, set it up.
Remick sets the offense. Way up top to Fedorchak. Fire it down low to Jackson Ross. Handoff Gettle. Gettle banging his way in, spinning, drop stepping, 2.
Set up Schaefer, going to the middle and hooked him with that drop step. Perfect finish. He's your old time post, TD.
Yeah, you know what? If you're not going to come and help, I'm just going to take 17 dribbles and I'm going to score this sucker.
I could just see that. Took that one more dribble to the middle and that right foot had him totally locked on the drop step.
Caden Willer with those 2 fouls comes off. Got a couple minutes for him and gets a break. Winchesky got in the lane. Yeah, it's going to be Fedorchak, I believe.
Just calling it like a hand check, maybe?
Yep.
Okay.
And that's 9 team fouls on St. Mary's, so it'll be the sophomore Eric Winchesky at the line. Hey fans, tonight's game also brought to you in part by Jersey Mike's. You can vote for our Player of the Week on the PSP Network Facebook page. Jersey Mike's is a sub above. Tonight's game also brought to you in part by Prestwich Orthodontics. You can call them at 852-2646 or visit minotbraces.com today to get started with a free virtual consultation. Last but not least, tonight's game also brought to you in part by Roger Ward Moving and Storage. Visit them online at rogerwardmovingandstorage.com to schedule a move or find a quote. Roger Ward Moving and Storage since 1942.
Schaefer will sit down with, does he have 2 personal fouls? Or just 1? I guess I have missed 1. He sits down as Gunville comes back in.
Winchesky makes 2. He's 4 for 4 from the stripe. He's got 6. Minot's lead is 4. 27-23 in your BNC Bank scoreboard. Fedorchuk almost lost the handle. Instead goes into Benning. And he shuffled the puppies. That's what happens when 1-3's staring at you.
He caught it, went to do the layup, the 1-2, and he saw 1-3. Said, stop.
Turnover on the Saints. Minot by 4. St. Mary's goes for a steal. Gunville shot fake and score.
Went way out on him was Christian Benning, and Gunville snuck inside of him, and then a head and shoulder fake, leaned inside from the block.
St. Mary's, Benning on a handoff, gets to Jackson Ross. Ross still on the bounce. Dissett comes over and helps. Now to Fedorchuk. Fedorchuk dissects, probes, shoots, no good. Dissett rebounds. Here comes Double D flying into the front court, and St. Mary's took it away. Maybe 1 too many dribbles that time. Shots, bounces it, tried to get it to Benning, but that's stolen by Minot High's Jager Gunville.
That was the hero pass.
Gunville back, now to Winchesky. Sets the offense between the rings. Winchesky tipped away.
Good help from Connor Schatz from the corner. Gunville's walking over to him and saying, if my guy comes down to help on you and you're driving the lane, that means I'm wide open in the corner. You need to get it to me because I'm a shooter.
You're saying he's got an itchy trigger?
I'm thinking he was standing there just waiting for it. Now as Ross forces a tie-up, TD's Dissett tried to cross over and go on Ross, and Ross just reached out, tied him up, grabbed the basketball, forced the turnover. That's 5 for Minot. Just averaging, what are they averaging in the year? I don't think very many, 8.7.
Yeah, it was like kind of like, all right, you're going to put that ball in my personal space. Oh, nice back cut. Winchesky got loose, goes up, scored it. Little flex cut off an inbounds play. Winchesky, good execution there for Minot High, and Minot leads by 8. St. Mary's wants timeout. Hub International brings you this timeout. They're located at 4204 Boulder Ridge in Northwest Bismarck. 31-23, Minot by 8 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. We're back with this WDA basketball matchup after this timeout on the PSP Network.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Unreal.
Minot High leads 31-23 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Your life's busy. You want to make managing money easy with locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Visit BNC Bank online, bnc.bank. Minot High with a takeaway. St. Mary's tried to get into the post. Too much congestion in there to get it into Gettle. And now you're going to get a foul going the other way on Jacob Gettle.
You got Coach Etzel's kind of questioning the call. He's been pretty quiet on the sidelines in his second year at St. Mary's, but there's been a couple that he hasn't liked, and he kind of looked over the official, kind of saying, "Hey, help me out. What were they supposed to be doing here?"
Morgan Nygaard short on the free throw.
At Gettle, Doppler, Willer, 3 starters with 2 personal fouls out now.
Yeah, double bonus here for Minot High the rest of the way. Nygaard one bounce, right-handed free toss, got it.
Nygaard averaging 12 points on the season. One of those senior leaders on this team, along with Dissett.
Just got his first point of the contest. Ben Zinker on the baseline, backs his way into the lane, spinning, throws it right to Logan Conklin. Unforced error there for the Saints. Gunville back, probing, kicking it. Nygaard just made a free throw. Oh, in and out, Heartbreak Hotel. Gunville in amongst the trees, got the putback.
9-0 run. What is Jagger Gunville doing down on the weak side block at 5'11"?
Yeah.
But getting the offensive rebound putback.
Minot by 11. Ross, handoff shots. Shots, bullies his way in. Kick out Benning, extra pass Ross. His shot blocked by Winchesky. Here comes Winchesky, leaves it. I thought he was going to leave it for Dissett. Instead, he just laid it in.
And what a pass by Conklin. He got that in an overhead, caught it in the air and just snap past it all the way downfield, or downfield. Now what's going on?
I think they thought they saw blood. So they blew the whistle.
Wow.
If I can read lips.
Okay.
Which I can't. Maybe it was the Zebras saying St. Mary's needs a mini timeout here.
So Coach Winchesky's laughing because he's up 36-23.
Yeah, exactly. And it's been Eric Winchesky kind of leading the way here for Minot High. He's got a smooth 10. Doppler, pass tipped by Nygaard, last touch by Doppler. It's that pressure defense for the Magi that's just paid dividends here.
You know, one thing that they had coming into this game, they hadn't forced a lot of turnovers. But tonight, they forced 6. And maybe that's maybe one of the things Coach Winchesky said is, you got to crank up that man-to-man defense.
Minot leading by 13 here on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Eric Winchesky goes to free throw line to Dissett. They run a couple weaves on the old UCLA cuts. Now Dissett, poke checked away, and Ross got his hand caught in the cookie jar that time.
Well, now we got 4 of 5 starters with 2 personal fouls. It's one of those set plays. They bring Dissett up from the weak side block, goes to the free throw line, and then they run plays. He catches it, then they run kind of cuts off him.
Dissett knocks down the free throw.
He had 10 points in the first 9 minutes, cooled for 6 minutes, but now back in the scoring column again.
Second one for Dissett, got them both. Well, why not shut the free throw well here in the first half?
Well, it was 25-23, TD. 13-0 run.
Been a couple of those here in the first half for Minot High. Willer plays catch with Ross. Ross double teamed, throws it right to Morgan Nygaard. Nygaard coast to coast, yes.
You know, Nygaard's just kind of one of those unsung hero kind of type guys for Minot that just lunch pail guys, goes about his business, but plays so hard. Great team leader.
Minot extends that lead to 17 points here. They have put the clamps on the Saints. Fedorchuk, Doppler, baseline drive, runs into Bedell. Count that one as he contorted his body and somehow finished it.
He did, ran into contact, was falling down back to the right side, threw up the right-handed spinner off the glass and in. What do they call that one on?
Landon Bedell picks up his second.
Slow down the taking that off. Just hit the pause to like 10 seconds. I bet they could adjust that, you think?
Now you got the Legacy Sabre boys checking out the Minot High Magicians. A little scouting on a blustery night in town. Doppler gets the old-fashioned three-point play. He's got 6.
Stop the run.
Nygaard with a dribble entry in the left wing. Pulls up, 15-footer, baseline, book it.
Started slow, now he has 5 in the last 4 possessions for the Magicians.
Magi lead by 16. Number 1 Minot digs in on the defensive end. Ross gets it from Fedorchuk, now to Willer. Willer back to Ross, now to Fedorchuk. Looks to break down. Doppler wants to go against Dissett. Doppler forces a shot up, no good. Tipped by Willer, kept alive, and it's going to be St. Mary's basketball. New shot clock for the Saints.
Magicians overplaying the passing lanes, overplaying, forcing you to go back to your weak hand on defense.
Oh, that's good play by Gunville. I thought he was just going to trail his guy, and he just stayed there. Got a steal.
Kind of baited him.
Nygaard, Dissett, 3-ball corner pocket, ring it up.
What a great find by Nygaard again. So got 3 buckets, then he gets the cross-court assist to his leader.
Dissett from downtown makes it a 19-point lead for Minot High. All of a sudden you look up, and the Magi put up 45 here in the first half. Wild shot by Doppler, cleaned up by Jacob Gettle.
Just, you know, when it comes to positions, getting in the right position, that is Gettle's game.
Got
weak side rebound.
The Schaefers, Mandan coaches are in attendance tonight, so everybody's in town scouting. It's not going to get an illegal screen there.
Was it a screener they call a post up? I think did they call it on 40? They call it on Bedell?
I thought I saw 23 or 32, but I don't see either one of those numbers.
42. They did call it. Bedell was posting up. They called it he was holding down low. Must have used that left hand on the block to hold Gettle from behind him.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think that was what Coach Winchesky said.
Ben Zinker wants to go. Try to get it to Gettle. Somehow that pass got through.
Zinker hanging in the air. The backwards pass over the left shoulder to a cutting Jacob Gettle.
Back to a 15-point lead. Schaefer sets the offense for the Magi down to 15 seconds to play first half. Minot by 15. Cross-court pass Gunville to the top of the lane. Lost the handle. Doppler has it, gives it back to Willer, down to 3. Zinker from the volleyball line. No. Slaps his hands, and that's the way the first half will go into the books. Number 1 Minot is really good in the middle of that first half. The beginning and the end were fairly even, but Minot High flexed their muscle in the middle portions of that first half, and they lead this one by 15. And we'll bring you our Premier Chiropractic halftime report after this break. Premier Chiropractic focusing on the health of the Minot and surrounding areas through the most cutting-edge advances in natural health care today. Halftime report is next. 45-30 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Minot by 15, and we're back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment, for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love. The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment, for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
I'm a grateful person on a lot of levels. I've been given so many great opportunities. But most of all, even as a little kid, I was taught a set of values. Like tools for life, hard work, responsibility, and the key to making it all work, commitment.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability. For all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs, your project can rely on Ackerman Esfold. Find them online at ackermanesfold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esfold. Find them at ackermanesfold.com.
What you're witnessing actually happens. This is a sad story about bad math.
Bad math?
Does your online company include mounting?
You can't beat the online pricing.
When you add the mounting, the shipping, and all the extras, it's just simple math. We guarantee the lowest prices. Our Plus plan is simply better, a less expensive way to buy tires. Thinking tires? Think Tires Plus.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Todd Darmish, Chuck Clairmont back at St. Mary's High School tonight. Minot High leads 45-30 at the break, and we're on our Premier Chiropractic halftime report. Drs. Kirk Mason, Dr. Cody Haugen, Dr. Becky Perry-Domrez can be found at premierchiropracticnd.com. As you know, we touched on a little bit of that in the first half. St. Mary's did some nice things in spurts, but it was just kind of a general wearing out, and the defensive pressure, I thought, for Minot got to the Saints in that first half.
Yeah, they forced 7 turnovers that I show in my books, and ultimately probably turned that into about 10 points, if not 12 in turnovers. And, you know, Minot's been a little more efficient offensively than the Saints have. You know, I would, when you look at shots up, I mean, they've scored 30 points, and they got 2 free throws. They just haven't got the volume of shots that are necessary because Minot's been playing such good defense. So that when they are shooting, a lot of times it's 10 seconds, under 10 seconds on the shot clock. And so ultimately, you don't want to force shots. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that you got to be able to get in a position to get them up. And part of it is just because Minot is just playing such aggressive, overplaying defense, forcing you back to your weak side, coming in from behind, doing some double teaming, just good, hard, fundamental defense. And that's, to me, the difference of the game is just how good Minot's playing defensively.
I'll get to the numbers here in just a second, but here's a look at our upcoming schedule. Tomorrow night, we had to postpone Wilton Wing and New Salem Almont as Mother Nature had the best of that one. We don't really know what is going to play through for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But, of course, you got Minot High and Legacy Hockey on Thursday. Minot High in town and doubleheader in boys and girls basketball at Legacy on Friday, as is St. Mary's over at Mandan. And then on Saturday, got Jamestown and Minot Hockey. So lots of things up in the air as far as that schedule goes, Chuck. And while we have a second, let's run through the numbers here at halftime, brought to you by Premier Chiropractic.
For the Saints, there are 30 points that broke down to 6 players in the first half. Jacob Gettle had 8 in the last 9 minutes to lead the Saints. Jackson Ross had 8 in the first 9 minutes to tie the lead. 6 points for Maddox Doppler, 3 and an N1. 5 for Sam Fedorchuk, he had a fall-away 3. Also a deuce for him. Christian Benning had 2 points, and then 1 for Connor Schatz for their total of 30 points. For the Magicians, 2 guys in double figures, led by the 15 of their all-stater, Derek Doucette, as he had 10 points in the first 9 minutes and 5 in the second. Also in double figures was Eric Winchesky, the sophomore, as he is a perfect 4 of 4 from the line and has 3 2-point field goals for his 10 points. 6 for Jagger Gunville, 5 each for Morgan Nygaard and Grayson Schaefer, and then 2 for Jack Kaiser and Logan Conklin with their total of 45. It was 25-23. It was a battle. That was probably at about the maybe 7.5 minute mark of this first half. And then a big run, 15-0 spurt, put the Magicians ahead 40-23. That was a 17-point high water mark. And we're just below that one now at 45-30. The Magicians lead the St. Mary's Saints.
Yeah, big first half for the returning first team All-Stater, Derek Doucette. He leads the floor with 15 points and just a difference maker in that first half. As our thanks once again to Premier Chiropractic. They're focused on the health of the Minot and surrounding areas through the most cutting-edge advances in natural health care today. And that'll about put a wrap on our halftime report. As we come back, we'll tip off the second half. 45-30, Minot High leads here at St. Mary's tonight, and we're back after this break with the second half on the PSP Network.
Come from Vibetta Orthodontics. Vibetta Orthodontics is a certified Invisalign provider. Invisalign fits your budget and your lifestyle. Braces for children, teens, and adults with affordable monthly payments. Schedule your complimentary consultation and exam by logging on to VibettaOrthodontics.com or by calling 701-839-6010.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics.
In southwestern and south central North Dakota, on any given day at any given moment, a Dakota Community Bank and Trust customer is logging in or signing on to do their online or mobile banking. We believe that community banking can blend both the past with down-home customer service in-house and the future with modern banking conveniences and technology for our customers anywhere, like here or here, all while honoring our long-standing tradition of community-first oriented banking here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
I get set for the second half. I always get a kick out of when fans text you at halftime, Chuck. I just got a message from somebody that said, hey, you referenced Double D and lingerie in the first half. Where is your mind at tonight?
Wow.
Like, nice. I would have never put that together.
I wouldn't even have thought of that. Not in this context, that's for sure. It's good to know people are listening intently, picking up on those lines.
That cracks me up right there.
Derek Doucette, right?
All right, Willer, Doppler, Ross, Zinker, and Gettle out there, the original starting five for St. Mary's, and they have the rock first. Moving right to left, right in front of the Saints bench. Reversal to Gettle at the top of the key. Minot High is always man-to-man. Gettle spins, tough shot, knocks it down.
Kind of cleared out, put two guys on both sides of him, gave the ball in the middle, and like you said, just a little Charles Barkley, right, back to the left, leaned in.
And then Eric Winchesky got called for a double dribble. Jager Gunville, Logan Conklin, Morgan Nygaard, Derek Doucette, and Eric Winchesky out there. Same original starting five for Minot High. 28-foot line, Willer has it. Gettle, they try to contest him up top. Gettle muscles his way in for a shot. Oh, didn't get the roll.
I was just about to say, you can't stop him, you can only hope to contain him, and he didn't get the roll.
Winchesky goes cross court. Gunville down the left side of the lane. Skips it to Winchesky, thought about a shot. Conklin now, ooh, nice play.
Little football bully in there as it dumped down from Winchesky, and then did a great job powering up from that right block.
Conklin kind of grimacing in pain as they're going to send Schaefer quickly in. Zinker, little step through, scoop, silky smooth.
Wow, that was smooth for Zinker. Write that one down for the potential play of the game. That was smooth.
Ben Zinker has his first two of the contest. Minot by 13 here early on in the second half. Saints have cranked it up a little bit defensively. Let's see if they can maintain this. Winchesky wants to go. Fires a pass on the baseline. Nobody home.
He's got 2 turnovers. Hey, don't look at Dad when those. You just got to keep walking the other way, right? Because he ain't smiling at you. I can promise you that. There's no words of encouragement probably coming there.
Yeah, negative.
8 turnovers in the game.
Post up Gettle. Double team comes. Extra pass. Doppler open for 3. Yep. That's good offense.
Oh, that's great. Inside out, first of all, from Gettle out to Ross. And Ross just a quick pass across to that right wing.
Saints trim that Minot High lead down by 5. It was 15 at the break. Now it's 10. Nygaard comes to Grayson Schaefer. Now to Gunville. Squares up. Jump stop. Shot rejected. Return to sender.
Saints bench is coming alive now.
Got the hype squad going on the bench.
The hype squad. I like that. Where'd you get that one?
I don't know.
I don't think I've heard that one.
Some of the social media post about the hype squad, but there's Dissett just creating an opportunity.
That's too good. Just basically 5 out. Said, all right, Derek, let's shut the water down here. Let's get 2 points.
Zinker backs his way in. Jackson Ross, Willer, extra pass Zinker. Down the right side of the lane, couldn't get it to Doppler, and here comes a 2-on-1 for Minot. Nygaard, shot fake, goes up, short, rebound, Dissett, one motion, shot it, no good. Ross rebounds, St. Mary's into the front court. Zinker just sets the offense here. I think they're going to try to get maybe a touch for Jacob Gettle here.
Why not?
They clear out the top. Zinker operating short. Maddox Doppler rebounds and scores.
Yeah, sneaky quick too. Got that rebound. Felt footsteps behind him and turned right into the defender. Made the bank.
Round the wheel. Minot High goes. Kaiser attacking the baseline. Wide open 3-pointer. Yep. Grayson Schaefer connects.
Second 3-pointer of the game for Schaefer. He's got 8.
And a Hub International Insurance timeout. Hub is a leading North American insurance brokerage located at 4204 Boulder Ridge in Northwest Bismarck. We break. Minot High on top, 52-39 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Second half action here from St. Mary's High School with 14:34 to play.
Finding the right bank can be transformative for your small business. The best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today.
Minot High gets a 30-second timeout there from head coach Dean Winchesky. St. Mary's goes to Gettle. Oh, somehow he got way far underneath the basket on the spin, but he finished it.
The big-time spin back to his left, then leaned in, falling down off the glass.
Kaiser in attack mode, kept alive. 3-pointer Gunville, too strong. Weak side rebound Conklin. Extra pass Schaefer, steps in, 15-footer, too strong. Rebound Dissett. Oh, baby.
That was a big boy rebound as he was in the middle of 3 white jerseys, and all of a sudden it was boing, went up, ripped it down, and just drop step quickly to score.
He was on a pogo stick on that one.
That was such a quick leaper.
Doppler wants to go to the scoop with the left hand.
Well, Doppler's shown it's him and Gettle. They got 2 guys that they can score, and Ross hasn't hit any since early on, but he's a shooter. St. Mary's coming alive a little bit.
Dissett flying and gliding in is going to get a block foul called on St. Mary's. Somebody was in the arc.
Yeah, they're going to call a block. That's 3 on Gettle. He might have to come out as Gettle thought he was outside that arc. Officials were right there to call it. Caden Willer was trying to help him out. He was pointing both hands saying he was outside.
Dissett 4 for 4 from the charity stripe tonight. He's got 20 points. He's got a ways to go to get to his season average of 35.
I bet he gets there.
Desette, second one, rattles in. St. Mary's will send in Sam Fedorchuk and Christian Benning. Minot High counters with, we mentioned Jack Kaiser was in the game. And they'll also, Doppler slipping through for 2 more with the left.
Well, Doppler's got confidence right now, going right at the heart of the Minot defense. Coach Winchesky can't be happy at that. A lot of inside looks inside the paint.
Nygaard pulling up right side. Yeah, never foul a jump shooter.
No.
Jackson Ross got him on the arm.
Especially one shorter than you too, as Nygaard went to that right dribble with the left hand, got to that right corner, that elbow.
I can tell you what Jackson Ross was thinking there, because it happens all the time, right? You know he's right-handed, but he's going to his left. He's going to shoot it right back in front of you, and in your mind you're thinking, if he shoots this,
I got it.
I'm burying this thing into next week. And then you're a little late, a little behind the play, and you end up getting a foul. As Morgan Nygaard gets 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Well, Minot kind of stopped the scoring for St. Mary's.
Shots is on, has it in the right corner. Connor comes near side, throws it into the hands of Matthew Selensky, who we haven't mentioned him, but injured for St. Mary's.
I couldn't tell somebody tipped it. I'd be saying somebody tipped it if I threw it into the stands like that. But
the St. Mary's faithful are sure contending that it was tipped. Winchesky on the yo-yo dribble for Minot High. Conklin, they go down low. Desette turning, missed it. Rebound, scored it.
That was a set play. Desette diving, should have made the first one, but got the cleanup.
Minot by 14. Ooh, Desette almost had a passing lane, and we got to clear the runway right there, folks. Willer, between the rings, Fedorchuk. Shots, got banged into there by Logan Conklin.
Shots is aggressive. Just a sophomore, 6'2". Didn't play last game, just has 0 points and 2 points in the first 2 games, but he's shown that he's got some value off the bench today.
Conklin off, Bedell on. Willer safety valves it into Benning. Christian sets the offense, the 9th grader.
I like watching him play. He's got good game. Those lefties are always smooth.
Snipers.
Yep.
Benning got good handles too. Benning wants to go, comes in the corner to Willer. Extra pass Doppler, backing his way in, and attack mode. Maddox Doppler will go to the line.
It's crafty inside. Got some up and unders, some sneaky moves, drop step to the baseline.
He's also got a big second half brewing here.
He does. 9 points the second half. Got a chance to get a couple more. That's 15 of the game. Gettle has 12.
Make it 10 in the half, 16 in the game. Gunville on, Grayson Schaefer off. Schaefer just picked up that personal. His second. And Maddox Doppler toes the charity stripe. Got 2 in a row. St. Mary's hanging around.
They are.
Minot High just up by 12 here with 11:50 to play in the second half.
I mean, good, hard man-to-man defense. And, Doppler and Gettle, Coach Etzold they're putting them in the right positions to be successful. Those 2 guys are the ones that are, getting those scoring opportunities inside.
High screen and roll with Winchesky. Now they look for a duck down for Desette. Instead, the help comes. They send it weak side, and Morgan Nygaard buries a 3.
Good ball reversal to get to the weak side. They weren't double teaming on the outside because they had Desette.
Pass tipped, almost taken away. Benning thinks about a 3. Reverses it to Zinker. Down to 12 to shoot. Zinker's going to get a screen from Fedorchuk. Ben Zinker backing his way in. Got to force up a shot, leaps and leans and scores.
One-on-one against one of the best defenders in the West Region of the state of North Dakota in Dissett, and he scores on him on the fadeaway.
Winchesky coast to coast, tangled up on the weak side. Bedell, and offensive rebound is going to be an alternating arrow jump ball that will belong to, I believe, Minot High. Yep.
St. Mary's, I wouldn't say they got a band of quick type guys, but they got some guys that are crafty. Doppler, Gettle's crafty. Zinker sure is crafty. I mean, he's all of that.
He's kind of got that shot that's back behind his head, too, so it's hard to get close to it, right? It's almost like, Larry Bird used to release it. When you have it, that far back there, it's hard to get close to.
And he's worked in some 6 foot and under tournaments because he's a post, likes to get inside.
Yep. Dissett has it on the left wing. Couple bounces. Oh, nice pass. The dime for Grayson Schaefer.
Yeah, what recognition by Dissett, too. Just kind of surveyed that from that left elbow and saw Schaefer open down low and a great dump down.
Minot High has gone. They go zone there. Willer's open in the corner off the nice feed from Ross. No good. Dissett rebounds, and here comes the Magi. Sideline fast break goes to Winchesky, trailing to play Schaefer. Thought about a three, instead comes with Nygaard, now around the wheel to Gunville. Gunville drives in. Winchesky was there and nowhere to go for Gunville. And luckily, Minot High retains possession.
Benning couldn't decide what to do with that one. If he was going to grab it or not grab it, I don't think he knew who hit it out of bounds.
Magi by 15. Dissett wants to go one-on-one, goes around the defense, going to get a reach in.
You got to close that lane down. When they go 5 out, and the idea is Dissett's going to take somebody off the dribble, and he really likes that snap crossover.
Caden Willer picked up his third there. And safety valve comes way up top to Dissett. Minot looks like that backside flex screen. And there, Gunville, our first shuffle the puppies here in the boys game.
Got a kick start, turned the corner, took 2 steps before he put the ball down. NBA, that's good. You can do that.
Got a running start at it.
Yep.
Nygaard hounding Zinker, who plays catch with Benning up top. I think this is a zone defense now for Minot High.
Yeah, like a little jug zone, 2-3.
Yep, matching up out of it, trapping out of it. Benning in the paint, flips it up with the left hand, friendly roll.
Gets in the middle of the trees. That's kind of where the hole is, but the diminutive freshman, well, he's 5'10". He didn't look 5'10", but.
Got the double foot stomp there from Coach Winchesky.
Yeah, gets that from Mattern.
Caden Willer just picked up his 4th, trailing Derek Dissett. Got a weak side curl out of Dissett, and Willer was trailing it. He's been hamstrung with foul problems the entire night.
Has not got much playing time.
That'll happen.
Can I guard somebody else next time we play these guys? Please. I'd like to pay 15 minutes in the game.
Gunville.
I'll help.
High right.
Good help defense on.
Gunville misses the high right side 3. St. Mary's down by 13. Zinker on the bounce. Lost the handle. Gunville. Nygaard lets the defense fly by. Layup good.
Good push by Minot on that change of possession, the turnover.
Turnover turns into points, and a Hub International Insurance timeout on the court. Call Hub International today for all your personal and business insurance needs. Magi 66, St. Mary's 51, and a short timeout on the court. We're back after this break on the PSP Network.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair.
Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with the hard part and taper that neckline, Coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here.
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Let's look inside the Minot High bench. Coach Winchesky, got to get that towel draped on their shoulder.
Is that the championship towel?
Well, I'm sure it is.
So Minot playing 9 guys tonight.
9 minutes to play halfway through the second half here. Minot by 15, 66-51 on the home floor of the Saints. Minot now goes the 1-2-2 zone. You're going to get a little hip check. Kneeing violation there on Grayson Schaefer.
Schaefer didn't like it, but called by the official, his 3rd personal foul. Minot trying some different things in this game too, you know, that's
team's 3rd. Saints get it into Benning. Benning, return to center, blocked by Nygaard. Here comes Doucette. Got into Doppler, and Derek Doucette's going to shoot 2.
I bet with the basketball, he has got to be the fastest in the state from one end to the other. I mean, he gets the rebound, and he turns and he goes. You better be sprinting to the other end, and even then, without the basketball, you might not catch him or get in front of him.
Like you said, gazelle is a good description there, because it literally takes him maybe 2 bounces.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
Maybe 3 dribbles max, and he's full speed going from end to end. Doucette knocks down both free throws.
25 for the senior All-Stater.
Just a quiet 25. Jackson Ross was hot in the first half, cooled. Weak side battle by Zinker. Touch last by Jager Gunville.
So this is an interesting defense, Todd. I mean, it's a zone, but I mean, I watched Doucette start in the bottom left, and he came all the way around to the bottom right. I'm trying to figure out exactly what it is.
Minot now goes man-to-man out of the inbounds, set for the Saints. Zinker hooks it to Ross. Extra pass Doppler, fumbled it. Now he wants to go. Bully ball, and Maddox Doppler for 2.
Stuck his shoulder down, kind of got Grayson Schaefer out of the way, and then used the glass.
Doucette deep, left side 3, too strong.
It's 19 for Doppler tonight.
Rebound to Jackson Ross, and here comes the Saints. St. Mary's down by 15. Zinker sets the offensive set. And now you're going to get an illegal screen. Sam Fedorchuk looks around like, on me? Well, I'm the only one in the vicinity, so yes. Hey fans, tonight's game brought to you in part by Planet Pizza, serving the Magic City for over 25 years. Get a 30-inch galactic pizza that's out of this world. Tonight's game also brought to you in part by Jersey Mike's. Vote for this week's Jersey Mike's Player of the Week on the PSP Network Facebook page. Jersey Mike's is a sub above. Doucette tries a baseline. Winchesky catch and shoot. Yep.
Boy, good help down low on Doucette, but then he just turned the corner, went back through a one-handed cross-court pass to Winchesky, who buried it.
His first points here in the second half for Eric Winchesky.
31 for the game, or 13.
There goes Jacob Gettle. You can only hope to contain him.
There you go. Got my line. Grayson Schaefer, I think, picked up his 4th, and Gettle that was kind of a sneaky quick from the free throw line. Just dove hard at the basket with the basketball. A chance for an and one. He's got 14 in the game.
Fans, tonight's game also brought to you in part by Roger Ward Moving and Storage. Been doing it since 1942. You can find them online at rogerwardmovingandstorage.com. Gettle misfires, can't get the old-fashioned three-point play. This game also brought to you in part by the UPS store. They're located on South Broadway in Minot. They're there for all your packing and shipping needs. Winchesky taken away by Gettle. Gets it off to Zinker in traffic. Now to Ross. Down low, Gettle, point blank. He got bumped into before the shot.
Nice find by Ross. Thought he was going to pull the trigger on the 3. Instead, he found Gettle cutting underneath.
Got a little jersey night going on over there for the St. Mary's student section, Charlie. We got LeBron James. We got an AJ Green jersey.
What are you wearing if it's jersey night? You wearing Palomalu, or what are you going
Troy
with?
Palomalu, yeah. Yeah, you got that one, partner.
Been together for a while. I knew that one. I do not own a Vikings jersey, TD. Not that I don't represent, I just calloused. I'm a calloused fan.
Doppler got spilled there. Foul's going to go on Jack Kaiser. 6 team fouls on the Magi, so the next one for either team will send 2 teams into the bonus.
I keep thinking Kaiser Sose every time he says that. I don't know where that name came from, but it's in my head.
Yeah, I know the movie. I'll
What's
think
that
of
from,
it.
isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, it's a good show, too. Zenker fading and firing over Dissett. No good. Minot High's got a power play, 5-on-4. Zenker trying to catch up. Conklin, Gunville, now Saints back full strength. Conklin with a hesitation and a reach in there on Maddox Doppler.
You can see that one from up here. Officials were, that guy was not letting that one go. That's his 4th. They need him in the basketball game if they're going to have any chance to come back on this one. Doppler with 4 personal fouls. He leaves them with 19. 14 for Gettle, 8 for Ross.
That show had such a good cast, too. Like Kevin Spacey was in it, and the Kaiser Sose show.
Somebody will text us.
I'm gonna have to Google it the next break. It's gonna drive me bananas. Logan Conklin buries a free throw.
Started out in the very first time you said his name. It's like, oh, no, I have not gotten that out of my head.
Conklin off the right side, no good. Somebody did text us already. The usual suspects. Thanks to our loyal listening fans. Saved us from having to dig that one up. That's a good show.
Yeah.
Doppler from the high right side. In the paint, Gettle might have shuffled the puppies.
Yeah.
Repost for Gettle. Double team comes, doesn't matter. Gettle missed it, went up. And there's going to be a foul on Winchesky, I think, on the rebound.
Be careful, or the jumping up and down against the officials going to get him a tee. I just think it's a no call. You know what I mean? I just think it's 2 guys battling for the basketball. Saints got it, let it go.
Gettle will be at the free throw line when we come back. A Hub International Insurance timeout on the court. We should start doing trivia, as many texts as I've just gotten. Hub is a leading North American insurance brokerage. Minot High leads 72-55 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. 6:05 to play. We're back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
Look at BJ Etzold in the St. Mary's bench area.
BJ was the girls' coach a couple years ago, and back from Minneapolis, I think, right? Wasn't he coaching in Minneapolis? Yeah, Holy Angels. He was an assistant.
Yep, took over for the Saints after the passing of Brent DeCook.
Yeah, that's right. Because he came back on the girls' side, and then he.
I got to rephrase that. Chad Schoen was the interim, coach for a season there,
right.
And then BJ's had it now for a season and change. As Jacob Gettle knocks down a free throw.
It's the front of the rim, but it's got a little bit of overspin. Flipped over, 103-64 final on the BNC Bank scoreboard. The Patriots over Turtle Mountain. Everybody's breaking 100 points nowadays, TD.
Lots of points over at Century tonight. Descent, little pick and pop for 3. Oh, in and out, Heartbreak Hotel. Gettle corrals the carom. And St. Mary's gets it into the hands of Christian Benning. Comes the Doppler with those 4 fouls. Fires it cross court. Willer, quick reversal back to Doppler. Back to Ross. Almost a steal by Conklin as he had a step.
How quick was that?
Yep.
He saw that coming from the weak side, and boy, nice spurt there.
And I remember Coach Winchesky talking about the state tournament last year and how well Conklin played. And
he had like 6 points, 5 rebounds, but just played great defense.
Down to 5 to shoot. Willer off one leg, fading away, knocks it down.
A la Karl Malone. from that left elbow.
That's pretty for the first 2 of your night.
Yes. Off the schneid.
Down to a 13-point lead. Still 5 minutes to play. Conklin inside out, three-pointer. Nygaard, book it.
Nygaard just solid as Sears. Hanging and waiting outside that right wing.
Yeah, that's his game, that little catch and shoot game.
I think that's like the second time that Saints had cut it to 13, and he got that open look from the right wing.
Benning is going to go to the free throw line. Got a little crossover on the senior, Jager Gunville. This is a lot of these guys' first look at Christian Benning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's shown them some things where I don't think they've expected it tonight.
No, he's earned some PT. He had 13 in the second game of the year for the Saints. So, I mean, he's a real deal.
On the road at Jamestown, knocks down both those free throws.
I remember who his game reminds me of, a lefty, somebody that he just maybe the lefty just they all looked the same. Like Troy Hefta back in the day. I think they got partially blocked.
Conklin in attack mode, and a guy that might have been redirected.
Yeah.
Wheeler look for posting up Gettle. Instead comes to Doppler, squares up, fires for three, no, long. Flat-footed rebound to Nygaard. Nygaard flies into the front court. Out of Doucette. Quick reversal to Winchesky. Off a screen, Gunville, ooh, there's a step, floating shot, banks it home.
That was pretty. Blow by on Doppler and then didn't quite get all the way into the bigs. Threw that floater up off the glass.
Gunville's got 8. It's a 16-point lead now for Minot. 77-61 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Gettle fires a shot up, that one off the iron. Rebound corralled by Doucette. Nygaard into the painted area. Kick out Winchesky. 3-ball, bang!
That's got a pretty jump shot, man. He's got great rotation. Good look by Nygaard. I am impressed. Nygaard's playing a great floor game.
Minot's with a nice run here.
Yeah. It cut it to 13, and you blink, and that's back to 19.
Doppler, sweet move, missed the shot, kept alive by Benning. Tipped away, Gettle lost the handle. Winchesky clears, here comes Conklin. Minot looks a little fresher right now than St. Mary's, and it turns into a layup for Jager Gunville.
Yeah, Minot's playing, they're playing 9, and St. Mary's they're playing 8, or 9, but you're like, actually not, I think they're only playing 7 or 8. They definitely look tired.
Jackson Ross.
Let Conklin, or Gunville to score, right?
Benning cranks a shot up from 10, no good. Doucette bounces it up ahead. Nygaard slipping through the defense. Ooh, spins it home.
Coach Etzel needs a TO, baby, as Minot is just turning it up.
That
nice reverse layup. That might be the play of the move of the game.
The English, the English. Oh, here comes Doucette. Pogo stick, slam, dunk.
That was big. Caught it up ahead and just caught it and went right up off 2 feet.
Boy, what happened the last 2 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, it was literally, 86-61. It was 72-59. 14-2 in a blink of an eye.
Yeah, it didn't take very long either.
So Doucette's going to be done with 27. Winchesky will be done with 16.
We send Minot High. Was letting St. Mary's hang around. Well, nope, not any longer.
No, he's cranked up that defensive pressure and then turned missed shots into scores the other way.
Connor Schatz gives it off to Adam Aberle, who's on. Now up top to Benning. They look down low to Ethan Zich.
Let's see. Hold on, I'll tell you where.
Zeke, I'm sorry. Schatz had to beat the shot clock buzzer, and he missed it.
Ethan Zeke, a 6'3" senior or junior, then Adam Eberle, 6-foot junior.
Zeke, I beg your pardon?
Yeah, it's spelled Z-I-C-H, but.
You told me that, I just forgot to write it down.
Yeah, it's.
Also on is Aiden Price for St. Mary's. Kaiser down low, Bedell, no good.
It's going a little bit too fast down the lane.
Keaton Rinke's on for Minot High, along with Caden Helm for the Magi. Post up, Zeke, no good.
Let her go, right?
Kaiser from the left corner, no good. Rebound, Helm. Rolls a shot back up, and Caden Helm will go to the line, the 6'2 sophomore.
You get the rebound, you get to shoot. There is no passing it back out. The Dean Kazelchen rule. He got it, and he just kept dribbling, turned, and that was going up. He drew the foul.
That guy would get a lot of offensive rebounds.
Oh, my gosh. Caden gets in the book, the sophomore.
Caden Helm's first points of the season. Also on for Minot High is Carson Shipman.
6'5 junior.
Helm, no good on the second. Braden Nelson also on for Minot High. Down to 1:20 to play. Stay tuned. Our Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show comes up next. Misfire on the three was Aiden Price. Minot High, wide open underneath. Got too far underneath. He missed the shot. Shipman got it back again, and then he got his pocket picked. Benning comes out of there with it for the Saints, under a minute to play. Benning poke checked away by Rinke. Tracking it down is Price. St. Mary's down to 15 to shoot. Price bangs into his own guy. Leaves it for Benning, straight on three. Nope, off the back iron. Shipman rebounds, and it's going to be out of bounds to Minot High. Now the Magi are going to pick up their fourth consecutive victory to start the season. St. Mary's will fall to 1-3. Minot gets a drive for Bedell. Landon Bedell has his first two of the night. .20 seconds to play. Post up, turn and burn for Aiden Price. No good. Rebound held on to by Braden Nelson. Straight away, now you get a post up for Shipman. Jump hook in the lane, put it in. Carson Shipman ends the game in style for Minot High. Final score on your BNC Bank scoreboard, Minot 91. St. Mary's 61. As mentioned, St. Mary's falls to 1-3. Minot improves to 4-0. And we'll bring you right into our planning team financial advisors and Shots Crossroads postgame. Shots Crossroads gets filled up with their delicious menu that includes the famous 99. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Team buses are always welcome. Planning team financial advisors postgame show, helping clients work towards financial freedom. Chuck Clairmont down the sidelines, got head coach of the Magi, Dean Winchesky. Looks like Morgan Nygaard waiting in the wings. All right, Chuck, take it away down on the sidelines.
Thanks, TD. St. Mary's hung around.
Yeah, they did.
13 points down, and then you just cranked it up and went on about a 10-0 run and ran away with it.
Well, you know, and they're well coached. BJ does a tremendous job with his kids, and they fight. And that's, you know, it doesn't matter what St. Mary's team you're playing. They fight like heck. And, you know, we had opportunities the first half to kind of run a little bit, and they were able to break us down. And we've got to get a lot better in help situations. We've got to be a lot more physical. And you know, there's a lot of positives. There's a lot of things. You score 91, you hold them to 61. There's a lot of good stuff to look at. But, you know, our job right now as coaches is to focus on what we got to get better at. You know, and then work on that. I thought we had pretty good balance. I thought Morgan was really good tonight. Derek. Eric played pretty well, I thought. He got a little sloppy with the ball, but, you know, Jagger's a guy we need to score, and Grayson gave us big minutes. So, you know, we've got to get everybody kind of clicking, and, you know, we're getting there. We've got a lot of work to do, though.
You tried some new stuff defensively, too. I saw you in a jug zone that I'm not sure I've ever seen you play that one. Surely not in a while.
No, we just had to try and mix things up, and, of course, you know, you don't do it enough, so it's kind of a garbage mess or whatever you want to call it. So, like I said, it's got to be all of us, myself included, looking at what we're doing and how do we get better.
And Coach, you guys have a lot of expectations, obviously, coming off a state championship and have a lot of guys back. And for you guys, I mean, every game is a process.
Oh, without question. And I think too often, myself included, you start focusing on was it enough? Did you get enough? You know, we did a lot of good things tonight. We're 4-0. We've done everything we've supposed to, but again, there's a long way to go, and I think a lot of it is we've got to get back to really teaching what our expectations are, how we need to do things, and then making getting to the point where you can't do them wrong. Not that you hope you get them right, but you can't do them wrong. And you know, we got time this week now to go back and hopefully get to the drawing board and see if we can't get some stuff cleaned up.
It looks like your kids are having fun. I mean, it looks like they get along real well and everybody's playing. I mean, it's a solid unit.
Yeah, we feel really comfortable with about 8-9 kids, and we're getting contributions from all of them. And now it's just a matter of, like I said, seeing if we can't clean up some of the mistakes we're making. If we do that, you know, and we got to get everybody playing better. You know, we've got some kids that aren't playing well yet. They're playing hard, but things just aren't going their way. And so, you know, you just got to keep plugging away, and you know, hopefully by the time we get to March, we're pretty good.
You're pretty good now.
All right,
good win, Coach.
Thank you.
Morgan, step in here. And what a solid game for you. And it, you know, didn't have any points early on. You're surely, one thing you don't do is get frustrated. And for you as a senior, being one of the leaders on this basketball team, they can't see you get frustrated. And let's talk about what you feel your role is on this team right now.
I feel like it's my job to kind of teach the younger kids, the new ones, what we expect, especially on defense, and kind of just help out everyone else.
It feels to you too when you were looking, every time St. Mary's closed the gap, 13, 12 points, you hit some big shots, cross court. You like that left wing, or that facing that right wing. That seems to be your spot.
Yeah, it's kind of just, I got to shoot it wherever I am. If I'm open, it's got to fly. But you got to have trust in yourself to hit a shot when it's your turn, and kind of just happened for me today.
And tell me how fun it is playing in this team with, you know, you guys are preseason ranked #1. And clearly the two teams that you're looking at is Century and you, but you guys aren't overlooking those teams. You're playing out, you're having fun. You know, give me a little insight in terms of locker room and how you guys are handling all this.
Yeah, we understand that we just got to focus on ourselves. What everyone else does, it doesn't matter. It's up to us to do what we do better than anyone else can do what they do. And it's nice having a bunch of guys who are willing to go work hard at practice, because none of this stuff, the wins, none of that happens without hard work and dedication in practice.
Well said, my man. Congratulations. Thank you. TD, I want that guy as my floor leader. Morgan Nygaard right there. Great job. Back to you.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, he just said the line of the year. If I'm open, it's going to fly. That's good stuff right there. Morgan Nygaard, you heard from him, and also head coach of the Minot Magicians. That's Dean Winchesky as the Magi improved to 4-0 with a victory tonight over the St. Mary's Saints. Our planning team, financial advisors, Shots Crossroads, wraps up after this timeout. Final score, BNC Bank scoreboard, it's Minot 91, St. Mary's 61. Back after this break on the PSP Network.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair.
Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with the hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7, pressure, point, yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
There was a live broadcast right here on the PSP Network. Minot High wins it 91-61 over St. Mary's. Minot led 45-30 at halftime, and they win this one going away. And the Magi stay undefeated. They're your number 1 team in North Dakota Class A boys basketball. Back on our planning team, financial advisors, Shots Crossroads post game. Planning team of financial advisors here to help work you towards achieving your financial goals. You can visit them online at planningteam.com. And Shots Crossroads, your post-game headquarters. You can order online at shotscrossroads.com. All right, Chuck, let's run through those planning team Shots Crossroads final game numbers here as Minot High gets a big night again from Derek Doucette.
For the St. Mary's Saints, they had 2 guys in double figures. Doppler, good game for him, 19-13 in the second half. Jacob Gettle as well, impressed with how crafty he is inside. He had 16, 8 for Jackson Ross. All of those in the first, 5 minutes of the game, maybe even less than that. Did not score the rest of the game there. 6 for Christian Benning, 5 for Sam Fedorchak, 4 for Ben Zinker, 2 for Caden Willer, and then 1 for Connor Schatz for their total of 61. For the Magicians, who else? Derek Doucette, 27 points, just consistent throughout. 15 in the first half, 12 in the second. Sat out the last 6 minutes of the basketball game. Eric Winchesky, solid basketball game for him too. He had 16. Hit some big threes late in the basketball game. Morgan Nygaard, as we interviewed him, he had 14, solid throughout. Probably had 5 or 6 assists as well. 10 for Jagger Gunville, so they had, and 10 for Grayson Schaefer, so they had 5 guys in double figures again. And then 5 for Logan Conklin, 2 for Jack Kaiser, 1 for Caden Helm, 2 for Landon Bedell, and 2 for Carson Shipman for their total of 91. 45-30 at half. And then it was close, 72-51, or 72-59 at one point. So look at that. They closed it on a 19-4 run. I think it was it 91-63 or
91-61?
Oh, it's 91-61. Okay, so they closed it on a 19-2 run. So kind of shut the water off of St. Mary's.
A couple years ago, they had the best closer in the league in Deontay Martinez.
Absolutely.
And now I guess they got some other good closers for Minot High.
Yeah, that was impressive victory for the Magicians, 91-61.
Next action for the St. Mary's Saints. Both these teams, their next action, weather pending, obviously. We'll have them on the PSP Network. Next action for the Saints is at Mandan on Friday night. Next action for Minot High is at Legacy on Friday night. Both those games on a twin bill here on the PSP Network. All right, a couple things to take care of. First off, it's our Move of the Game brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. They don't ever let you lose sight of the big picture in their moving process. Their efficient step-by-step approach keeps everyone on the same page. Locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. Well, we're going to the spin, going to the English.
I think so, TD, as it was part of that 19-2 run to close things out. They got the Magicians got a steal on the defensive end, had a nice outlet pass, and then found Morgan Nygaard kind of cutting from that little diagonal cut, and he went little back door, a little reverse layup with the left hand off the glass. That was impressive. That whole play was our finished and capped off by Morgan Nygaard was our Jobbers Moving and Storage move of the game.
If I'm open, it's got to fly.
He was open.
That's good stuff right there. As Morgan Nygaard, congratulations. That's your move of the game. Brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. They can help you move across town or across the country. Locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. BNC scoreboard update. The only other game in town tonight in the West region was a doubleheader at Century as the Century Patriots sweep Turtle Mountain tonight, 96-43 in the girls' game and 103-64 in the boys' game. Or 98-47, sorry, I must have had an interim score there. 98-47 in the girls' game and 103-64 in the boys' game. All right, last but not least, it's our Player of the Game brought to you by Sport Clips, where they keep you looking your best. You can check in online with a hairstylist today at sportclips.com, and tonight's game MVP is...
Pretty hard to go against Derek Doucette. He's got 27 points, just came out on fire, 10 points in the first 9 minutes. Then he had 15 at half, scored another 8 the next 9 minutes, finished with 4 before he went out. And, I mean, offense, defense, he did it all. Just when they needed a bucket, he got it. And pretty hard to go against Double D, Derek Doucette. Didn't get his 35 average, but he still got 27, most likely a double-double for him.
Minot with 5 guys in double figures again, and Derek Doucette leads the way, as he's going to do just about every night, I would imagine, for Minot High. He scores 27 again tonight, and Derek Doucette is your Sport Clips MVP of the game. Sport Clips, nothing comes close to making you feel like an MVP quite like that experience at Sport Clips. And congratulations, Derek Doucette, your Sport Clips game MVP tonight. All right, here's a quick look at that upcoming schedule. Again, stay tuned to our social media channels on Facebook and Twitter, as you might have some cancellations upcoming here as this winter weather storm buries in on the northern plains. Tomorrow night we're already postponed. New Salem Elmont hosting Wilton Wing. And then things are up in the air for the rest of the week. As there you see the schedule. You got hockey on Thursday, a doubleheader of girls and boys basketball on Friday night, and then hockey again on Saturday. All those things pending the weather, so keep it tuned to PSP's Facebook and Twitter pages. All right, that'll put a wrap on our broadcast tonight, boys. Big thanks to all of our in-game sponsors, including our scoreboard, as always, brought to you by BNC National Bank. Our pregame brought to you by Shields. Timeout sponsor is Hub International Insurance. And our halftime brought to you by Premier Chiropractic. Our postgame, as we're in right now, brought to you by Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads. Player of the game was Derek Doucette tonight. It's brought to you by Sport Clips. Move of the game, the reverse spin with the English by Morgan Nygaard. That's brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. For my partner, Chuck Clairmont, our camera operator tonight, Trevor Haas, I'm Todd Domrey's repeating your final scores as it's a sweep tonight for the Minot Majets and the Minot High Magicians. Girls win it 89-58 over St. Mary's, and in the nightcap, the St. Mary's boys fall to Minot High 91-61. Thanks for joining us, fans. Stay warm, stay safe, buckle up, and take care of this winter weather storm that's coming. And until next time, so long from St. Mary's Central High School.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair.
Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a Sport Clip stylist.
Here?
That's a spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Oh, easy, easy. I think I'm good. You got my good side, right? Not too many lights. I don't want to get fried before my time. Oh, it's egg-tastic. You never know what dish you're going to end up in. My dream dish is a 99. It's so popular. Me and a fellow egg tag teaming with some crispy golden hash browns. Have you seen those hash browns? Those guys are shredded. Throw in some diced ham, onions, and melted cheese. Oh, it's a party for your taste buds. Oh, here comes Chevy. Hold on, Chevy. Did you guys get everything that you needed? 99. Here I come. Shots Crossroads. It's an excellent place to eat.